Transmission, strap in.
You're about to listen to The Animal House.
Your mother's an animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What do you care? You're an animal. You're an animal.
Yeah.
I'm an animal.
Yeah.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
I feel the need for speed.
The opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and guests are not those of Hamilton Radio, Armed Forces Radio, Raw Talk Online, 102 DLG Radio Orlando, QStarFM.com, or Animal House Radio. Some of the material broadcast on Animal House Radio may not be suitable for listeners under the age of 18. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from the Theodore Jiggett studio in downtown Robbinsville. It's the Animal House Radio Show, and here's your host, Carlo Valerio.
That was very nice, Paul. Thank you very much.
That's
Welcome,
a good song.
everybody. Yeah,
That was.
Look how spruced up Dave is with his pink tie.
I know.
No, Dave's
He's
all
so
Miami Vice
handsome
down.
today.
I thought he's going to do his taxes or something.
Yeah.
The fuck?
He just needs out to shake us.
You'll make more money, but I'll be in trouble.
No, I'll be in trouble.
No, I'll sign off on it. You're good.
Well, I want to welcome everybody here tonight to another episode. And tonight is a very special show because we have a legend in the house and a dear friend of ours who's been...
Where is it?
Gene?
Yeah, he's chasing his garbage cans down the street again, his recycling bin. No, we have a comedy legend in the house, a man who's been doing it longer than most people and forgot...
What are you trying to say?
And forgot more than most people ever learned. He's a dear
He
friend.
forgot, like just this week, he forgot a whole bunch.
Other comedians remember what I say. That's how fucking brilliant I am.
I want to welcome my dear friend, the Reverend Bob Levy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be here in Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah. You're really going places.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Tomorrow you'll be in Gillette.
Well, I never heard of that.
It's cutting edge.
Oh, okay.
But I'm glad to see that you're back on the mend, all seriousness.
Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It's good to see you guys. I haven't seen you since I
know.
don't remember.
Last time I saw you was his roast.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that roast!
last time I saw
I
you.
was telling him, don't do a roast because nobody knows everybody. Do a comedy show.
Right.
Yeah.
You got fucking 10 of the best comedians there,
Would've been fun.
and you have
Would've
them
been nuts.
roasting people that they don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
Carlo's losing his mind too because he goes, "You never met Bob, did you?"
I don't
I'm
know.
like,
Oh, shit.
I said I met him a few times. He goes,
I banged her 3 times.
Yeah, literally.
Where the hell
in
were you?
Chicago.
I wouldn't put it past
But
you.
he had to
I
take the
wouldn't
pictures.
put it past you. Yeah. I thought she was the waitress.
Let me tell you something, Bob.
No, but if you were, what the heck's the other guy's name?
Who?
Oh my
who?
God, the Spanish guy.
That narrows it down.
Yeah. fuck.
JJ Ramirez.
Oh, JJ.
gee.
Always forgets that.
JJ tried to fuck
Oh
me.
my God.
That guy's such a
Let me
fucking.
I
tell
saw
you
him screw a mic stand once.
Bob is very charismatic. On the road with him. I remember one time, and when he was married, believe it or not, he was faithful to the core. But we were at the Wilbur Theater one time. It was me.
I don't remember.
It was me, Bob, and Artie, and then we were at the merch booth after the show. The girl comes up. She goes, "Oh, Bob, I love you so much. If you weren't married, I'd suck your dick."
So I threw my wedding ring down her throat. I don't remember that.
Oh, it was at the merch booth. I couldn't remember. He looked
Where's
like
the Wilbur Theater? Where's the Wilbur Theater?
Boston.
Oh, Boston. It's fucking
Paul's
Boston.
like, I gotta make my next show. There.
It was so funny. And he looks at me and goes, "I get it all the time, dude." The funniest other, the guy comes up to Bob and pays him $20 if he wipes his sweat on a T-shirt.
Oh shit! He
my
stood
God.
there for that was the guy who stood there for like an hour. He waited
crazy.
till I was done with everyone, taking pictures, selling shirts, and I was just it was sweat pouring down. I had one
Right.
shirt. I'm just putting it on my face and that, and he goes, "I want that shirt."
Oh, my
And it was
God.
he just stood there looking at me.
Right now, there's a clone of you.
Yeah, and then he said, "If you weren't married, I'd suck your dick." So I let him.
And now you're both married.
It's so funny.
He got busted.
Congratulations, you just got
Yes.
married.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
you, man. Good.
To a very beautiful woman.
Yeah, well, that's when I marry. You know what I mean?
Oh, very gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't marry ugly broads.
No.
You know.
Jeez.
That's one thing you don't do.
No, I mean, look, you got to be happy, and it's always good. I do believe in marriage. I
Right.
believe if you're going to be dating someone, you might as well get fucking married because
Right.
she's gonna,
Take advice. Call
yeah,
up. No.
she's going to cock block you.
Yeah,
That's
true.
We can't call her. How
Was
what
that
do
your
you-
vows? Was that your
Yeah,
vows?
basically.
We're together 5
Yeah.
years.
5 years.
My
What?
son asked him yesterday. He's 8. He goes, "When are you gonna marry my mom?"
Yeah, exactly. What
So
are you
I'm
waiting
like,
for?
He's with olive oil right now.
Life is good. Wendy's delivers. Douche car, whatever, a douche dash.
I'm a little soured on the idea because I had 2 failed marriages.
So
and I
what?
don't want to screw it up. It seems that's what screws
Too
up.
I've been married 4 times. Of course, when you get a divorce, you would look at it as a fail. It's not. It's just time that you
Well, the good
spent,
thing,
like
you know,
prison.
It's a good
I
learning
won't go after your
experience.
money.
Whoa,
Don't worry about that. I don't have any.
So you know
I'm
that.
the oddball. I've been married 37 years.
See, that's what it is. Like, see, Paul's such a sweet guy, and your wife is so sweet too, and that's what it is. It's like you're like Rudy Sarzo, and nicest guy in the world,
I love Rudy.
and his wife is, and that's why you
If you
find
meet the right
some-
person, you're good.
you don't need to fucking
Right.
pay
right.
child support 7 times. God, I should have came in her ass. No. But it's just, everything's good. Even, you pay child support until he gets old enough, then he lives with you and takes money. So it works out
Never ends.
well.
It never ends.
Bob has the best selling technique for his merch at the end of this show. He's
did I
got the
say?
shirts up. He's like, $20. Come on, hookers ain't cheap.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hookers don't grow on trees, otherwise I'd own a forest.
Come on, this money goes to charity. That's my daughter's name.
Charity Bono.
Oh my God! I tell you what, though, Bob, you gotta defend me here because I learned a lot from this man just watching him on stage, and he gave me some advice. And
Get out of the business.
yeah, well, yeah, 9 times out
Keep a
of
low
10.
profile.
Now, tell me if you remember that 9 times out of 10 it worked. You said before you go on stage, you think you're gonna absolutely bomb.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like reverse psychology.
Yeah, because if you go, because one time he was strutting, I had you open for Norton.
Right.
He does the first show. He's strutting around like a peacock. You know what I mean? A peacock or whatever the fuck it is.
Peacock.
A peacock. And needle dick. And he's strutting around like a needle dick. And all of a sudden, the second show comes. And I didn't get to him and say, "Don't fucking use that and run it into the next show."
Right.
And then he fucking comes up and he goes, "I don't know what happened." I go, "I'll tell you what fucking happened. You thought you were gonna destroy again." That's what it is. You overpsych yourself and you just think everything's supposed to work, and then when it doesn't, you get frustrated.
But I tell him,
Frustrated.
don't listen to Bob because he's negative enough. I'm like, you need to own that stage.
Well, you do. You have to own the stage.
Don't
but
think you're gonna fuck up.
You have to go on. You have to go on that stage saying to yourself, "No matter what, they're not going to win. I'm going to win this battle. They're not going to win."
Yeah.
I go, Bob could afford to say that because look where he is now.
No, but you say, look, they paid to see me. I didn't pay to see them, so they're there to have a good time. You have to look at it that way.
They're on your side when you
they're not there to have. That's what I tell people.
Right.
They're not there to have a miserable time. If you don't do good, you're not funny.
Right.
You know, really.
Right. Exactly.
As long as it's a decent room and you don't do good, you shouldn't do comedy.
I've been on stage since I was 9 years old, and the only time there's only one time in all those years I can say it was actually a bad audience. Every other time, if it did a bad show, it was because something I did wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't the audience. I can only think of one time I can say it was just a bad audience. Just everybody was one after the other bombing. That's a show with Larry David.
Oh,
it was at the Improv in New York.
Wow.
And I don't know if you remember the Improv, but the exit door, the emergency exit door to 44th Street was right next to the stage. And everybody's going up on stage one after the other. It's just a bad audience. It was a late night Saturday night. Everybody's bombing one after the other. Dom Herrera, Rick Dukeman, one after the other. Me, everybody's bombing. And Larry David goes up on the stage. He's the last one up. He goes up, looks at the audience, goes, "Nope, not going to happen." He walks out the door. Just walked out the door.
That's the best way to do it.
Oh, it was great. Just left, and Silver's in the back. What happened?
No, that's the worst thing. When you have a bad set, you have to drive home with yourself. And you basically want to kill yourself.
You say, well, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, it's like all thinking. Then you get home and you're laying in bed and you're like, God, I suck. I don't even want to jerk off. I don't even want my own cum on my leg. It's horrible.
I had so much, but I had so much fun with Bob on the road. We just had.
Yeah, I mean,
Ohio.
Oh God, yeah.
The one time, I forgot where we were. I think we might
I
have
made
been
him coffee in Ohio.
Yeah,
Never met him.
I think we were in Rhode Island, and I had to go to the Walmart, and Bob gets to the hotel and he goes to sleep until showtime.
You had to go to the Walmart?
Yeah, I had to buy something.
Yeah, you're
Are we surprised? No.
I had to buy some
Snapple.
I had to buy
Cheetos,
shorts or something. So I come home.
Shorts for Ohio.
I forgot what I bought. Or I got something there.
We know it wasn't boxer shorts. No.
I think it was either Rhode Island or Cincinnati, Cleveland or something.
Very close.
Penicillin. You bought penicillin?
So I bought the thing. I get home and I'm putting them on. I'm like, what the fuck? I realized I bought the boy size.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
That's all he had to hear. That's for the next 10 days. That's all.
You should have worn them on stage.
Oh, boy.
Shimmied up.
Oh, Bob, you got to tell the story about in Vegas when Florentine sent the hooker to the room.
Was that Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you know.
Remember the story?
What happens in Vegas?
Well, kind of, yeah. I remember. I don't think it was Vegas because I would have kept her probably. But I think it was somewhere upstate New York. And all of a sudden there's a knock on my door. And it's fucking, I look out and it looks like the mother from What's Happening. And I'm like, you know, am I
Mabel King here.
Yeah. Am I trailing food with me into my room? What is she doing here?
Right.
And she goes, you ordered an escort? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Escort out of here.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I hope I don't have to pay you by the pound. And I said, I didn't order you. And she goes, I'm not leaving unless you give me $50. So I gave her $50.
Right.
I fucking, she starts walking down the hallway. All of a sudden, Jim opens his room and he goes, ha ha. And he fucking puts his head out and then he walks back in. I go, you're an asshole.
That's funny. It's like she was a pizza. I didn't order you.
No, fuck. I didn't order something that big.
Oh, God.
She was fucking
You didn't
huge.
supersize it?
Oh, man.
That's
She was
funny.
fucking.
That's something Florentine would do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Jim, he was known for his pranks, so, oh, my God.
Yeah, he'd take a shit in the when my back would be out. He would come in the bathroom and shit in my hotel room in the upper deck. Give me a fucking upper deck and all right, have fun.
That's so funny.
I heard a story with Florentine and Norton. You guys were on your way back from Philly, and they stopped at the
we stopped
one of those Jack Shacks.
Yeah, we stopped. It was me, Norton.
Somebody came knocking on the door of your car, knocking on the window.
Oh, no, that's a different. Well, one was with me, Voss, Norton, and Florentine. We go to this place in Philly. I remember going in there. It didn't have like a door. It had like those, like a saloon from cowboy time. And I kind of hit the door open
Swing
and
doors,
walked in there with my dick in my hand. You come here for trouble, lady? You feel lucky? So I'm in there, and all of a sudden you see my hand, like a shadow on the wall was fucking huge. And fucking, I think Florentine went in there and he shot a load and fucking an alarm went off, like a fire alarm, and some guy almost knocked him over running in with a mop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the other time I went to Florentine. Me and him went to one that was near my house in Westville. Like we did a room, and he goes, "Let's stop here." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I just want to go home. I'm just gonna wait in the car." So he goes in there, and I see this car coming around, and it slows down. It comes around again, and it's like a shark. I see the fin coming around. And he pulls up and he's like, "Are you alone?" And I'm like, "What? I thought you wanted to write." The guy's trying to fuck me in the fucking thing. And I go, "Jim, next time you jerk off outside. I'm not gonna fucking leave me here to this fucking, I could have been fucking raped."
Oh my God.
The guy was circling. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Circle jerk.
Yeah, and another time we went in there, probably the week before, we went in there, and this girl was laying, she was about 17, 18. She's laying on the table reading her homework. I swear to God. She had a textbook.
Oh, no.
And it might have took us a little longer to come, but...
Yes, officer.
Nice outfit, ma'am.
Bob had a radio show, Levy Land, for the longest time, and he used to have this kid come in who was a comedian. Remember Devin?
Oh, Devin. Yeah,
Devin.
sure.
So I was going to a book signing for one of the cast of the Jersey Shore, JWoww. So Devin's like, "Oh, please, get me a book. So I get him a signed book. I bring it down to the show. We're on the thing. Bob takes it in the bathroom and jerks off.
I had to. I was like, "You're not going to read that." And he goes, "I am." I go, "No, it might come on it."
He goes, now it's worth even more. My DNA's on it.
Yeah.
Now it's called J Wham.
J Splat.
I think I jerked off on a few things in that show.
Oh my God! No, the best is when
You were an up-and-coming then.
Yeah,
Up-and-coming.
yeah.
No, the funniest thing, I lost I almost wet myself. You had Twitchell's dress up as a clown and you were choking him out with the belt.
I don't know. Really? God, I'm evil.
Oh, he was dressed up as a clown and you had a belt around his neck and you were choking him out on the camera. It was so funny. Oh my God.
No, you remember?
What's so funny about that?
It was funny. He has
It's
Tourette's.
Carlo. Hello.
When the guy
I
has
remember.
Tourette's.
You put him on the show with us at Cliffwood Heights.
Yeah.
I remember.
He has Tourette's and he has a trigger.
I remember.
If you say the word jump, he goes like this all the time.
Yeah.
He was on the show with us when we did
I
Cliffwood.
like him a lot. Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
he's a nice kid, but he's so.
He loves the way I dress. So.
Bob had a kid. He had Michaela come on.
Okay. I had her on, and my thing was like to get on the show, you had to take a kick into the head. You sit in a chair in front of me, and I kick you in the head. So I kick her in the head. Her teeth fly out.
Oh, no.
And the dog grabs them and runs out of the room with like buck teeth.
It's like the mask.
Yeah.
Like the mask with the big teeth.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to kick people in the head like a sidekick.
That's a hell of an audition.
That's the best sidekick.
Welcome to the show.
I need to show like a kick in the head.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, but she was, I guess, transgender.
Did you play the
or
song?
something?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
No,
You
it just
doing it?
kicked her in the fucking head. Yeah, she was.
Right?
She had a dick, right?
Yeah,
Or something
the
like.
guy. And,
Yeah, it's so
So
weird.
she
It's
was
like,
a shim.
yeah, it's like you actually fucking. Okay, if you're gonna be gay, be gay. Now you got to
In between.
Yeah,
in
it's
between.
like you can't.
They're
You
Make up your
know.
mind. Make up your mind.
Yeah, it makes it harder because she doesn't look like a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe
Look-
you can bring that series back. Call it Kick in the Nuts.
Yeah, kicking the nuts, ma'am.
Well, it was the same head. No.
It was just freak.
And
Oh
then,
yeah, I used to punch her in the fucking balls too. Remember? And the thing was dead. It was like
Yeah,
kicking
imagine
her-
it would be.
yeah, punching a grandfather.
The people he used to have come on that show was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And he used to abuse them, and they loved it.
Oh, they would cry. People would cry and leave.
You're gonna bring the series back, though. You're gonna bring the show back.
I am going to bring
Good.
it back.
Good.
Yeah,
You're still
I'm
gonna call it
ready.
Levy Land still, or what are you gonna call it?
I don't know. I'm going to call it whoever wants to come in. Whoever can take a kick.
Call Levy's coming.
I mean, I had people always over. Everyone would come over and do it. You know, it was fun. I mean, but I think I'm ready to do it again.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, absolutely.
Or you could always get a studio here at Hamilton.
It's a pain in the ass to drive here in the rain, you know?
And the Wayne.
How long?
Just come on the dry
How
days.
long is it a ride for you?
50 minutes.
All right.
Really?
So what for us is like
Really, that
40,
far?
40
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that far since we're
I
down
guess it
there.
is because you have to take all these side
Yeah,
roads to get there.
I had to go 295 to 195. I'm like, what the
Right.
fuck? I'm going on to the shore.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy. So what's going on with you? What are you up to now?
I'm working again now. You know, I went to rehab for a little while. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got off Xanax, so now I'm not on anything.
Oh,
Good.
really?
That's
Nothing.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to
That's
hear.
good. I'm glad to hear.
Not even
that.
peanut butter and jelly. Not even that.
Peanut butter and jelly I'm on, you know. But no, I mean, it's
Good for
like
you.
amazing to get off it because I had to go to a rehab to get off it because they don't give you the medicine that your doctor.
Right.
Your doctor won't help you get off it.
No.
Yeah.
They'll tell you to
Of
cut
course not.
down, and they're
Right.
like,
They'd rather
okay,
keep treating
you're
you,
in
that's why.
charge of the Xanax, but you're going to cut down. Yeah, that'll work.
We're gonna wean you off. No,
They'd
you-
rather keep on treating you so they get charged.
Exactly.
Yeah, even on the road with him, he never ate. We used to get Gatorade and beef jerky.
Oh, beef jerky's fucking
That's
great.
teriyaki beef jerky.
It's like my grandmother's clit.
I can't. And
Nah.
then he used to get coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. It
Yeah.
was a large with the hazelnut milk
And the vanilla.
and vanilla and 10 sugars.
Yeah,
That had-
It's a really good diet, boys.
10 and 10. No, I didn't eat today. Like, if I got to do something, I won't eat. Like, but I did take out hamburger meat because it was frozen. So, you know, when it's like half frozen, you're like scraping it to make a hamburger patty out of it? That's what I'll be doing later. I'm like, this fucking thing better fucking melt a little.
And don't forget, you got to jerk off on it.
Only if it's in the studio room. I had to,
Protein.
You still have the dogs?
oh, yeah, yeah.
Chloe and LeBron?
Yeah, well, I got two other ones too, but LeBron's getting old. Like he's, you know, like he's been itching, gets hot spots, you know. And
What kind of dog is he?
A puggle.
Oh,
But
okay.
like last night he dug a hole in his neck. He's got like blood around his neck.
He's probably got allergies.
I
Well, in
don't.
the wintertime, your
scratching.
skin gets dry. They probably scratching if you he scratched himself
Yeah.
really bad.
What do you know about dogs?
I used to have dogs.
No, okay. No, but like you know, he doesn't care, you know.
Hey,
But-
Bob, tell me the thing you used to do when you talk about LeBron and when in the backyard. I love that.
Oh no, it's like, you know, his name is LeBron, so it's like my neighbors. I had a high fence, so my neighbors thought I had a black child. I'd be like, LeBron, get in here, motherfucker! Don't lick your balls outside. Don't drag your
Dump that
dick
ball.
on that
Dump
cup."
that ball.
Yeah, it was like it's fucked up. But it's weirder when I'm in the spring when I'm in the house with the dog and I'm like talking loud and people are walking by and I'm like, "Come here, LeBron, come on Daddy's chest." Who's a big boy, LeBron? You love Daddy, don't you?
I loved Chloe because she would bark at everything.
They still do. The same shit over and over, the same time. It's like I don't even need a clock. I know what time.
You remember that Mike Egan joke?
No.
What?
I had a dog. You know how most dogs, you know, sit on your lap and lick your face? My dog was dyslexic. That's Mike
I love
Egan.
Mike.
Mike Egan.
I
seen
miss
Mike a
him.
lot.
See, I miss so many people that.
Yeah.
Because you don't meet the people like us.
Right.
You know, you don't. You know, it's like the newer comedians, they don't do it for you, you know? But when you see the people you knew
Right.
from years ago, it's like I seen like Eddie Gambino post, and I was like, he was so
Right.
much fun to work at.
Yeah, he
gigs,
was good.
You know,
Yeah,
like all those guys, Don MacArthur, Chips.
Yeah.
You know, I miss everybody like that.
Yeah.
We should have like a get together.
That would be cool.
Say fuck
It's
all
hard.
the.
Remember we did that time
Everybody-
at Joe Donato's place up one
Yeah,
time?
but
That
he
was great.
died, and that was the only
I
year
know.
of it.
I know, but that was great.
Yeah, that was one of the best clubs ever.
I love that place.
It's hard with everybody's schedule, you know.
Fuck everybody's schedule. They're full of shit. Nobody's
What
Do
do
it,
you
on,
think?
busy.
do it on a Monday. Nobody's working
I
on
know.
Monday.
I got a gig. No, you don't.
Not on a Monday, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, not unless you're peasy.
Oh yeah, fucking. He's like I
He's
got
like
7.
4 times a
Yeah,
day.
7 fucking shows in one night.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
Whenever you
doing
book John, he goes, "What time's the show?"
Yeah.
Oh my
Are you the Italian or the Jew show?
Well, is it the magician's kids party today?
He always posts a picture on Facebook and he goes, "What a party at fucking Hyman's fucking bar mitzvah." Like he can do anything, you know.
He's
He works all the time. He's a workaholic, man.
Oh yeah, it's like.
Hey Bob,
amazing.
remember when you yelled at Chloe that time, the dog, when
What'd he
she
do?
started barking for no reason? He's like, "Chloe, shut the fuck up! You never saw a school bus."
Well, that's what it is. You know, it's like school bus comes by, the lady goes to get him, they bark at the fucking kid, they do this. It's like the same shit over and over.
Yep.
You know, they don't bark when somebody breaks into the house.
No.
They're outside licking their assholes. Fucking losers.
Oh my God.
But I love them, you know. When I was in the accident, they stay with me the whole fucking. Like, what are they gonna do anyway?
They're
You know,
loyal. And dogs are loyal.
they are. They are. You know.
Best,
So
they are best friend.
they are. You know. They really are. It's like, you know, you fucking realize how much people suck when you have animals.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Especially dogs.
I
Dogs are
mean,
unconditional.
Carl will never lick my balls.
Probably just didn't ask him the right way.
Carla, who's a good boy?
I came close.
Here's a Pringle. Here's a Pringle.
I put some Snapple on my nuts. I painted it orange. He wouldn't. Yeah, he would live off cornflakes, basically, on the road, you know.
And
He'd
pocket chicken.
Yeah, he comes to my house. We're doing the radio show. The dogs are like all over him. They're like fucking. It's like, oh my God, they just discovered an open Burger King.
Right.
And the dogs are on him. He's like, what the hell's the matter with these dogs? I go, I don't know. And he goes, it's like they smell something.
Yeah,
and he goes, well, I have chicken in my pocket. And I'm like, you got chicken in your pocket? Who walks around with chicken in their pocket?
That's a good title for a song.
Yeah. Chicken in my pocket.
No, I was on a health kick and I put some grilled chicken in a foil just to eat. And that was fodder for him.
But you live on chicken. You eat chicken all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we stop somewhere, you get chicken.
And he's not on a health kick anymore.
No, yeah.
Was he on one at one time?
You know,
Yes,
when's the point you just say fuck it?
He
You know what I
said
mean?
fuck
That's
it.
what I'm at that point. Like, I'm like, you know, do I have to be totally flat stomach and do I have to be fucking fuck this shit?
Bob was on a health kick for 2 days. It took me 6 hours to put together that gym for him. Remember?
Oh, that fucking
that's
gym.
funny.
Fuck that gym. That fucking thing.
He
What a
tried
waste
to do
of time.
The thing. He couldn't pull the wire out. I must have fucked something.
Yeah, the wire was like, it was like coming out sideways. I'm like, fucking take that thing apart.
Oh
Go
my
take
God.
this with you.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
He puts it together wrong so you get a free gym set at
That's
home.
right.
Yeah, right.
Take it apart and take it with you.
But he had chicken in tinfoil. Who the fuck
He always
carries
does.
that? Put it in your
Check his
pocket.
pockets right now. Check his pockets right
No,
now.
I don't got no chicken now. Hey,
Pocket chicken.
we're doing a radio show one time, and there's a ring at the door. I think we had ordered food, and the pizza guy comes, and Bob's wife, Christine, answers the door. She's like, hi. He's like, he was like, so he goes, is the Reverend here? Can
I meet him? It's like, no, you can't. You're a pizza boy. Bring your sister, you fucking
Maybe he wanted you to bless the pizza.
No, the funniest thing, I had a guy that was delivering pizza. He was like 45. He was on my show.
What was his name?
Sean. He came over the other day to watch, well, the other week to watch the Eagles game. And so he was delivering pizza. And fucking, he delivers the pizza. He comes and does the radio, right? All of a sudden he leaves. And she brings in his pizza carrying thing. And I'm like, he left his job here. How the fuck is he going to do his job? And I call him up. I go, Sean, you left your job here. Can you come and get it?
That's like leaving his shoes under the bed.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
he left a fucking orange fucking pizza carrying thing. And it was like, the pizza man's here, Mom. You know?
Everybody else got cold pizza the rest of the night.
Yeah, but he's like 48 and he's delivering pizza. I'm like, don't you rather kill yourself? I mean, wouldn't that be better?
You're just like a home for wayward people. Like
No,
that.
it was always, you always found the best in him. Like Dad's Chicken was phenomenal.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
the best.
I'm gonna try to get him back. He came when I was doing Rob Soul's show yesterday. He was listening, and me and him on Sunday nights would just go for hours.
Oh yeah, he was.
But he was so fucking.
And he was doing comedy for a while. He was doing good, but he left. He had it. He had it too.
He's playing guitar right now.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
He's concentrating on that.
Joe, what do you have for your inquiring minds tonight?
Okay. I
Questions,
have
right.
3 questions.
Okay.
1, name something you got away with as a child that your family still doesn't know.
Killing a black guy.
Right. 2, what type of kid were you?
Right.
Spoiled, rebellious, whatever, and explain. And what is the craziest thing you've done in your whole life?
Wow, that's a long list.
Now, what was the first one?
The first one was name something you got away with as a child and your family until today doesn't know about it.
Oh,
Carlos like, shit.
yeah. Well,
I hope nobody's watching.
I got a laundry list.
You too?
know,
I don't know what they haven't found out yet.
Well, these questions are dedicated because I knew Bob was coming.
Well, what do you
so-
think they didn't find out, Dave?
I don't know.
Yeah, really.
I've gotten in trouble for a lot of things, so.
Well,
Most
if you got in
things
trouble, not if they didn't know, though.
Well, the one time they found out, I was living in Bayonne. I used to take my bike over the bridge to Staten Island and go to the arcade all the time.
Right.
I was like 10. My parents didn't know it. So
wow.
the one
They
time
didn't know you were 10?
No, they didn't.
They must have hated you.
So the one time we were going over to, I forget where my parents wanted to go. So we were on our way. We're going into Staten Island. I'm like, Mom, let's stop at Perkins and get the chocolate chip pancakes. She's like, why would you go to Perkins? And how the fuck do you know where Perkins is? I'm like, oh, I come over here on my bike. She's like, you're driving to another state on your bicycle? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm getting slapped in the car while my dad's driving. I get slapped again once we get out of the car because my dad wanted chocolate chip pancakes.
Your mother says what the fuck a lot.
Oh, she cursed worse than anybody.
That's funny.
You drove on your bike to Perkins. That's funny.
How about just drove to Staten Island on a bike from Jersey?
Yeah.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, you can take over the bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, over the walk.
You didn't have to pay?
Out of bridge crossing.
Really?
You can't still do that, can you?
Not out of bridge crossing. There's no more lane for that.
Right. Oh my God, it's crazy.
That's a skinny bridge, man.
Yeah,
Bob,
yeah.
you grew up in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Oh, you really? I didn't know you were in New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah,
I'm
most
from Long Island. From Long Island.
Yeah, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and
Italy.
Staten Island. Yeah.
Staten Island, Long Island have the best pizza in the world.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
why
the place
South
is close.
Jersey, I can't get anything.
No.
You can
know?
find a good one once in a
down
while,
there,
but that's
forget
about it.
Yeah, I want to open a pizzeria down there. Truthfully, I do. You know, because it needs it. It needs fucking good Italian food.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Italian bread. You cannot fucking
It has
get
to be shipped down.
It has to, yeah. You have to know
Go
somebody.
to Royal
Right.
Crown.
It has to be delivered. You don't
Yeah.
get it down here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to fucking, what is
Newark.
it, Heritage's for fucking
Oh, really?
little bread.
Oh,
That's
my
kind of
God.
hard.
What part of Staten Island was it?
Great Kills.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
great.
right next to
okay.
me. I was in
10308.
Annandale. 10312.
Yeah, I love Staten Island. It's fucking
Oh, I can't
woods.
stand the
Grandpa's.
roads. The
Grandpa,
woods.
I never did it. We had
That was a great club.
the mob
never did
always
Grandpa-
fucking was mad at me. But they were always
What's the
mad.
why? No, I'm kidding.
I almost got killed by the mob 3 times, I think. But
That you remember.
yeah, but you know, the funniest thing was one time I was in Brooklyn, and I pissed somebody off. And you know, he came. They didn't get to me in time to say, "Don't make fun of this guy," and he had like this big hat on.
God.
Right.
And they go, sit here. He wants to kill you. And I'm like, what? He's not going to shoot me here. And they go, where are you going next week? I said, I'll be in Canada for 10 days. And I'll be like, that's good. We can probably take care of it by then.
Oh my God.
I'm like, it's funny.
I did a show
That is
once in Staten Island, and there's this young kid there, and I picked on him because he was a young kid, but he shouldn't have been. He was too young to be in the audience, but he was
Yeah.
there, and I was picking on him and picking on the guy with him and everything. I found out later, thank God he liked me. I found out it was Gotti's grandson.
Oh,
I
really?
was like, oh, thank God he liked me.
Hey, Bob, remember the Fireside in Denville?
Oh, yeah, that was
Betty's
good.
Fireside?
Yeah, that was known as the Hell Room.
Yeah.
But I liked it because
I
it
never
was
played
rough.
there.
It was rough.
It
was
was like
fucking.
being in Roadhouse.
Yeah, you were behind the bar,
Right.
you know, and you had people serving, and then it was a bar, and then seats and that stuff. I was there with Bobby Woods. You remember Bobby Woods?
I miss
Woodsy.
Bobby.
Probably fucking one of the funniest guys. Eddie Murphy did his bit about
Yeah.
Norton. I'm smoking, you know,
Right.
you're gonna fuck me in the ass.
Right.
He's like 350 pounds, 6 something. We used to go there and
Looked like
drink.
looked like a big Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah. We used to go there and drink, and then like clubs would say,
Right.
no more free drinks for the comedians the week after. So he's on stage, somebody's heckling him there right at the bar, and he's like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna dive on you and fucking take you out. The guy keeps doing it. All of a sudden, you see this fucking huge guy just lunge himself into the fucking audience, onto this guy behind the bar, and he just fucking landed on him. The fucking stool went over, it fucking crushed him. We got paid and left. But it was such a fucking. I remember they put 2 headliners on every Tuesday, and it was like that's the only room you wanted to go first,
Right.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
most of the assholes weren't there till later.
Right.
All right, so
I never
Paul,
played there, thank God.
What's your answer to the first question? Something you got away with.
Well, he said he
I got caught. I got caught. And the only thing I was really a good kid. I got along great with my parents. No problems.
You're a good
But I
boy.
was a pot smoker, and one time well, I still am. But I was. But back then more, of course, not as much now. But I remember my father once. He let me go through all the things. I came in one night. I put my coat. I was in a rock band. I put my coat on the closet door downstairs. And I went upstairs and went to bed. Next morning, I get up. My father goes, "Look what I found And I look at it. Now it was a banister, part of a banister that was made into a pipe. So I'm a quick talker. My father goes, "What's this?" I go, "Oh, no, what? Like, turn it over." So I turn it over. And go, "Oh, it looks like a banister." Yeah, it does. Smell it. I go, "Smell it? Go smell it." I said, "It smells weird." He goes, "Yeah, it's a pipe." I go, "Wow, that's pretty cool. Where'd you get that?" He goes, "I found it in your pocket." I go, "In my pocket?" "Yeah, in the pocket." He goes, "Oh, I know what happened." I said, "Last night we did I remember we were doing a show, and the cops came in, and somebody was probably on the side stage. They saw the cops and they put it in my coat." He goes, "That's pretty good." He goes, "Explain this pot I found in your drawer." He set me go through this whole story. He had me set up.
We had band practice in my room in the cops.
Exactly. So I never really got anywhere. I wasn't sneaky. That was the only thing I ever got caught doing.
What about you, Bob? Anything that you did?
Well, when I was arrested for cocaine selling, I was so stupid that I would bring the scale with me and just put it under my car seat when I was doing comedy, actually.
Right.
And I was arrested by the cops, and I had a half a gram on me, but they handcuffed me, and I was able to go in my back pocket and put it in the cop seat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
Funny.
God. That's funny.
Yeah, so
You got skills.
if I ever want to do it, I might have to take a ride.
I love that line you used to say, "Don't do coke. Look at me. I'm 22 years
I know,
old."
it fucked me up.
Car 54, where are you?
Just give it to me. I'll take it off your hands.
Yeah, and I didn't get. They found residue on it, but I didn't.
Yeah,
had
don't
to
much
pay.
good.
My father had to pay a fortune to.
Yeah.
I don't even have it on my record anymore.
That scale must have weighed heavy on you.
What about
you never had to pay for it because everybody was always giving it to you for
course.
free, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
coke. Yeah,
yeah.
well, until I would sell it, and then I would do it all, and then I say the guy would go, "Where's the money?" I said, "You have to give me more so I can make up and pay you." And then there would be a big fight, and then.
Yeah, same in the rock and roll days, man. People just threw it funny. Look,
Yeah,
thank God I
especially
didn't like
in
it.
this business, like people would come in LA. I'm like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get there, do the show, and go to sleep Friday, and then do the show Saturday and go home." Somebody comes to go backstage, and I'm like, "You can't come backstage." He goes, "I got an 8-ball." I'm like, "Come on, follow me." But that was then, I don't do it.
So I was lucky. I never liked that stuff. I was lucky. I just like smoking. That's all.
Yeah. I set fire to a car once. Across the street from my house, there was a bank. It was called People's Bank. I don't know why, but I just lit the matches, and this guy had a whole stack of paper towels in the back of his car. Don't ask me why. It was just a random thing, and nobody ever knew that I did that. I never told them.
I know why. You're a pyromaniac. That's why.
crazy kid?
I don't know why, but I never, and it was a one-shot thing. I wasn't crazy
You're lucky
about
to get
fire.
caught.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, I did something that my mother's probably watching. I don't care anymore. I wasn't allowed to go out. So every year for Ash Wednesday was the only time my sister and I were allowed to go out alone.
Ash Wednesday?
Ash Wednesday.
Oh, ass.
Ash Wednesday.
Ash.
So we just went out and hung out with our friends, my sister and I, and never went to church or anything. And of course, one of us would smoke. We would just do our own ashes and go home.
That's what it is. You get
And
a
we
cigarette.
just fucking did it. I didn't care. But that was like my thing that we did that was sneaky. See what happens when we grow up in an Italian house. Life is boring.
Paul likes Hash Wednesday.
Hash Wednesday
He
was my day.
That was great. Hash was the greatest fucking
I wish
thing
it's,
ever.
yeah, it's
Why
hard
he
to
likes
get that.
Twitter because of the hashtags.
Yeah.
I got banned from Twitter.
Again.
I knew my mother was watching. Sorry, Mom.
So that question's no longer valid.
Yeah, but we did that.
What's the next one?
The next one was, what type of kid were you? And explain.
Dave?
I was a rotten child.
You were rotten?
I was in trouble. First time I got brought home by the cops, I was like 4.
What?
4 years old.
And that summer before I turned 4, I was kicked out of summer camp.
Were you walking to Staten Island?
No. They had a
You stole somebody's bike and then went to what's that?
They had a Halloween party in July, so I wanted to dress up as a pirate.
Right.
So my mom got me all did up and everything, and she gave me this little wooden sword. And then I decided to dip into my dad's knife and sword collection, and
Nice.
and his gun collection. I grabbed an actual cap and ball gun because I wanted to be authentic, And I walked in with that and a sword, and they asked me never to come back again.
Ever.
His name was Arthur.
I just banged my fucking. Now I
See,
need
now
to
you got
see
the
it.
kick in the head. No.
My God.
Please, you got enough ailments.
I know. That's all I need.
I was Dante. So how would you classify Dante?
Dante.
Hyper. That's
My
my son.
stepson.
My son is fresh.
I was fresh.
He's
I
a
was,
ball buster.
I was a ball, but I was hyperactive.
Yeah.
I never stood still, and I was.
He's
I
100% Sicilian.
Yeah, well, that was me growing up. I was my stepson.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Paul?
I
was a happy kid. I never did anything.
I was.
I might have smoked a little pot.
I don't fit the mold. I grew up in a happy house. We had a lot of fun. Me and my sister.
So then
my
that's how you
parents.
were as a child.
I was
so.
I'm an A student. I was musical. I was athletic.
You got killed by a chicken.
I was in
truck.
bands. Everything was good.
You're a
I mean, it was
good boy.
Yeah, everything was good. I never got
Did you go to
taken
church
into the
every
cops
Sunday?
or anything. What?
Did you go to church every Sunday?
Back in
Well,
the
we
day?
go to church and have to walk them. I did that for a couple of years, and I stopped doing it. I'm not going to church anymore.
My asshole's killing me.
Yeah, but I was good. I was hyper. I was hyper. I only slept 4 hours a day, and I still in the same way. And my parents finally just gave me my own room upstairs, gave me a TV set, just don't wake us up. That's only. I never gave my parents any trouble.
What about you, Bob?
I was good until I discovered pussy and drugs.
That's always the downfall.
Yeah, it's like behind the cash. The Bob Levy story. No, and then I would just. I remember one time I had this hot blonde in the car. You know, you fucked in the car.
Was that the car he lit on fire?
Yeah, it was very hot. I remember it being warm. And I went down on her, and I was like, wow, she's so wet and that shit. And then I go back into the bar after I fuck her, and I walk in there, and my friends are like, who did that to you? We'll fucking kill him. I had blood all over my face, shirt, and my pants.
Oh, my
God. And that's how you became a vampire.
I would track down tampons every night.
Oh, my God.
No strings attached.
Yeah, it just was evil from there. It was like fucking. It was your whole life, drugs and pussy, until I got into comedy, and then it was same.
Well, you were in
It just was easier.
I didn't have to give anybody drugs.
Well, before comedy, you were in a band too. You were a bass player.
Yeah. A long time ago. Yeah. I don't know if you heard of the band Van Levy.
There you go.
No.
It's a big song, Jump.
No, but yeah, I played for a while, and then we ended up getting a Shore House in Jersey Shore, and then boom, that was it. I stopped playing, and we take mescaline every weekend. And I remember we didn't have a garbage thing, and we just put a hole in the wall and threw the garbage in there. My friend was so drunk, we tied him to the kitchen table, and then he flipped it over, and then we had to pay. The damage was like $9,000. We paid $3,000 for the house. So another thing I got out of, we didn't have to pay.
Oh man.
Man.
So the people used to say, when's your next band's trip? We're taking it tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Mescaline every weekend.
Oh, God.
Well, you didn't set out to go into comedy. People saying that you were funny, you should try it.
Well, yeah, my friend Buddy in Staten Island, we used to hang out at this tough bar. We were probably the toughest bar in Staten Island. And when people came in that we didn't know, it was my job to make fun of them, so they wanted to fight us. Right. So like people come in, I'm like, look at you, stupid. You look like, oh, you fucking Hershey's fat. And my friend said, you're pretty funny. We should try comedy, and that's how I did it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that the bar where all the Jews were?
No, that's just the
That's not real.
No, nobody's afraid of Jews. I say it in my act, nobody's afraid of Jews, right? You never hear people going, I ain't going to that bar. That's where the Jews hang out. Look, Irvin's at the window. Just,
those Orthodox, man.
All
They're
you
meeting.
gotta do is go to Ocean Parkway if you want to see it.
Oh, no, I ain't dealing with that.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's just, I got in, I was lucky to get into comedy because my mother said, you lived. A lot of my friends were fucked up. They either died or jail or just fucking losers, If any of you listen. No, but no, it was good the way to get out of it. And then,
Did you think you would have went down that path if you hadn't gone into comedy?
Probably. I mean, there was only certain things I could do.
But you were also a Golden Gloves boxer.
Yeah,
too.
but I mean, there's only certain things you can do in life. You can either kill people, sell drugs.
And boxing is very short-lived.
Yeah,
a small window there.
Yeah, so you basically, comedy you can do forever,
Right. That's
but
true.
I was not good in school.
Right.
So, I mean, it wasn't like somebody was going to hire me to fucking type stuff.
Well, your son got your genes, man, as far as music goes. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's about a 32 waist. No. I gave him all my old genes. No, he's fucking really good.
He's very good.
Florida,
He's got a good attitude. He's a good kid.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do without him. I might have to hire someone to go through my jacket and take money out before I wake up.
Well, you can have Jerry move back in with
Oh,
you.
God.
Jerry, he's a good guy, but like when you have somebody move in, like Carlos, like you gotta let him move in. He has nowhere to go, and I'm like, oh. When they come down in his boxer shorts and sit on the couch right next to me, when I have another couch there, a whole couch here, and he's right next. What are you doing? I'm like, oh.
It was a
Well, he heard you were a boxer.
It was a Lifetime movie network.
What kind of fucking thing is this? It's straight at me. Fucking talking into a shotgun.
Oh my God.
Can I move closer?
Everybody else is fucking hangs, you know.
Oh, I can't with this guy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I can't.
So,
I think what you and I both love about comedy is we both work the crowds, and that's so much
Yeah.
fun. Every show's different, which
Well,
makes it so much fun.
The whole thing, and I think you look at it this way too, is when you go to a club, you do it for the people that are there.
Right.
You don't do it for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to just make up something
Yeah.
to involve them.
Exactly.
And that's the key. Most people, they'll go, well, that crowd didn't get me. I'm too edgy. No, you're not fucking good.
You didn't adjust. You didn't adjust to the crowd.
You don't know the business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
agree.
You're not edgy. You know?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
think you're edgy.
What I-
because-
what
That's what makes it most fun for me. I'm sure that's the same
Yeah.
with you. It just makes every show's, you never know what's going to happen.
I listen to the other comedians, kind
Yeah.
of what they're doing, and see what their reaction is, and I go, okay, I could still go dirty,
Right.
and they're gonna like me because I know how to do
Make
it.
them like you first and go anywhere.
Exactly.
Well, I always admired Bob because whatever criticism he gave you and to help you, not even, it's bad, but it always helped. And when he used to say stuff to other people, listen, you need to do it this way. And when they changed, it worked. The guy knows what he's talking about. But speaking of crowd work, Bob just has this knack. Paul, you have a whole different crowd work, but Bob will be like,
Yeah, we're different.
How many people here are-
different.
Yeah.
Like he'll say, how many people here are drinkers? And the people raise their hand. The guy raised his hand with a beer in his hand, or not drinkers, and the guy raised his hand with a beer in his hand, and that's all Bob had to do. And he had him for 20 minutes. Of
Once you get somebody, that's
See,
it.
my key is to do basically 5 people in the audience, because then they're always the comeback thing.
Right.
It's the,
Right.
even
It's all
like
callback,
he
yeah.
does, like he
Right.
like him, like it's a. You have this set thing, and then others will walk into the fire. It's
Right.
like it
expands.
It's basically having like a light for the moths, and the flies. If I can just come to it.
Yeah, my thing is I try to make it that by the end of the show, everybody feels like they know each other.
Well, that's what it is. Once
Yeah.
they feel like that,
Yeah.
that's what's great about comedy clubs. They sit together,
Right.
and they get to know each other.
You get a
and
group, it's
it
great.
has a night.
a nice intimate setting.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys have.
and it's amazing when you can make them feel like one.
Right.
That's what you're trying to do.
That's why I like fundraisers and private parties because they all
Right.
they're
yeah,
they're
yeah.
ready.
I mean,
they're ready.
They're
Yeah.
great. Like
You-
I'm doing one soon for Peasy. It's great.
The
Yeah.
thing I like that you used to do is that you just want the lights up. You don't want the lights
I want to see
down.
what I'm talking to.
But that's what the whole thing is. Okay, what happens when you go to a movie theater? The lights are down. It's quiet.
Right.
You don't want quietness.
No.
You want people to see what's going on. You want to see every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And and now when my eyes hurt, I'm like, I'm not using
Yeah.
the spotlights as much anymore.
Just put 'em
and
up
I'm
higher,
like,
that's
just
all.
put everything, put the lights up.
Right.
You know, it's
I
like
agree.
why ain't
hell
we
is
in the
that?
dark? Because it's stupid.
Right.
Right.
It's stupid. Why do you want somebody to be tired and hiding and not laughing?
Yeah, it's different if you're a monologist, but if you're a crowd worker, you have to see the crowd.
Yeah, but even if not, I still don't like it.
Yeah, I
Even if
don't
I'm
like-
just doing material that night, like a theater.
You feel
or
like you're
something.
under a microscope. They can see you and you can't see them.
You don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know, you
Yeah, I don't
have
like
to
that.
see that one person that isn't laughing and
Right.
make him laugh.
Right.
Right.
You know, you have to see that one person.
Right.
That you got to see when
Yeah,
something upsets somebody, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, I hate when it's dark. I know. Bring the lights.
Yeah, it doesn't
No,
make
I
sense.
agree. I'm just. All right, Giselle, you're third.
My Thoid, what is the craziest thing you've done in your whole life?
Oh,
It's a long list.
It has to be a good one. Pick something interesting.
Well, this has to be up
People
there.
are
but
watching.
I'll wait for you. I'll
No,
let
go
Dave.
ahead. I have to think about that still.
Go ahead.
All right, Bob will know this because Bob was
I'm
there. He
scared.
takes me to Albany and he makes me put my flap on Bob Wolf's head.
Oh,
What?
what? Gagging.
What flap?
We used to do a thing called Abuse the Bobs on Albany Radio when I was
Okay.
up there, and
Yeah.
every Friday we abused each other. Like whether it was a big rubber band, you had to pull it from across the room and you hear a snap, or a mouse trap, or whatever the
Right.
fuck, you know.
Right.
and it was Carlo had to put his flap over people.
What flap? What do you mean?
His
My
stomach.
leftover.
I'm gonna start
I had
gagging.
no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Leftover skin from my stomach.
It's on the internet too.
Yeah. He made me like just lift it up and put it right on top of his head. He was in the thing going.
I might have thrown up.
Yo, you did definitely. That's got to be the nuttiest. I don't know how I did that.
That's not good.
Leave it to him to think of something like
And
that.
that's the craziest thing you've done?
That's
I
one of-
doubt it.
Well, that's up there.
It's up there. It's got to be up there.
It was weird.
That was weird.
That is definitely weird.
Just have Bob talking about it. He's starting.
Wow.
You
See-
are a crazy child, you know.
See, we
You've
once
done a
did on
lot.
Staten Island. We was at this girl's house, right? She had a party, which was stupid because everyone's house got wrecked at a party. So I
Right.
don't know why they would have a party.
Yeah,
People would
it didn't
knock
take
on
much.
your door. Your son, no, he wasn't there. We found this huge rock. It was like fucking like this big, and we pushed it under the fences with with the slats on it,
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
easy to get under. So we couldn't get it all over the fence.
Right.
So we pushed it under, and we get it to the pool. And we just, like, 5 of us, like, we pick it up and we fucking get it up the side of the pool and fucking plump. And fucking, they had to get a crane to get it out the
there's
next
no way you
day.
get that out.
Yeah, you couldn't get it out.
My God.
And then my friend jerked off in the mayo.
See? See? There's always that. Well, these BLTs are extra good.
No, but I mean, how sick was that?
That is
How
sick.
fucked up were we? We were so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? That's
You were
it.
just having fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's the last time I asked for extra mayo.
What about you, Paul?
One of the crazy things, being in the band.
I got a B in school.
Yeah, right.
When I was in the band, we were. I was in the band where we were traveling and we're up in Port Jervis, and we're all high, we're smoking, and but the roadies are driving the truck. We had this big old Brockway UPS truck. We made a house. It was like a house. We had beds in it. We had everything in it.
Like Aerosmith's first.
Exactly. It was that, and we drove. And all of a sudden we go, oh, look at that mountain. We tell the roadies to stop, and we all start climbing this mountain. Bunch of idiots. We're high off our ass. We get halfway up the mountain. Now we can't go down. We can't go up. We're stuck in the middle of the mountain. Roadies having to come up with ropes, and we're actually sliding. We think we're going to die because we're sliding. As we're grabbing on the trees. Anything we can grab does not fall off the mountain. Roadies come up with the ropes, and we finally get to the top of the mountain, and there's a road we could have drove up the fucking mountain. We almost died. Fucking idiots. High. Oh, let's climb the mountain. Fucking idiot. Mountain William.
Oh my God.
Mountain William Port Jervis.
Joe, what about you?
No, wait, Dave's next.
Dave's right. Okay.
I don't know about crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I did cliff diving over in
Ooh,
Egypt.
that's scary.
Off,
Yeah.
off the outer bridge.
In Egypt? Where?
In Egypt.
I didn't even know
Because
they
you're living
had
in
those.
denial.
I hope
I
you're
didn't
sorry.
even know they had cliffs in Egypt.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was all sand.
Well, right on the Gulf of Aqaba by Saudi
What?
Arabia.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I did a show there. Yeah.
Aqaba.
Who books that?
Don't laugh, but Eddie
King
Clark.
Broder. King Broder.
Aqaba. I'm drumming up the cliffs of
Oh,
Aqaba.
the craziest thing I've done
From the Mummy.
is date you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why is
That is pretty
That's
crazy.
crazy because it's out of my character.
Yeah, that's definitely.
It is
crazy.
It's fucking
crazy.
crazy.
Just
What,
from, just
what
from
a
the
white guy?
just a fucking crazy.
Just from the
nut
conversations
that
on
was
the way
married
back to the
twice.
show all
Yeah.
the time. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
No, but I
get it
mean,
also.
Yeah.
like Carl's very nice.
No, he's very nice.
You know.
But he's crazy.
Yeah, but
He
that-
had a crazy life. Like
but
we're like
it's
total
not-
opposites.
Yeah, but that's cool. You know.
Yeah, it's cool for him.
Most people that are crazy are nice people.
Oh no, he's sweet.
Not, most people that are nice are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well,
The quiet ones are the crazy ones.
Yeah.
The quiet ones.
Yeah.
She was married.
He was such a quiet neighbor.
Yeah.
married for 19.
Yeah, right? He never said anything.
Yeah.
Bob,
That's because
she
he had
was
all the
married-
bodies in the garage.
What am I gonna do? Tell people I killed people?
She was
That
married
little boy's ass can't talk.
Yeah, she was married for 19 years and never went anywhere. She was pretty much sheltered.
Well, there you go. Look, that's
Oh, he
abusive.
definitely. I mean, literally. I started dating him. I met you. Met Angel Salazar. Traveled with you guys. So
Yeah.
like that's like stuff that I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Like, it
I
was
mean,
like
life
a-
Welcome to
changes.
reality.
Yeah.
Reality. That was like what? Like not even reality to me. I was like, wow, is this real? Like this fucking
No,
shit
this
happening?
is what life is.
Yeah.
It's like when
You know?
you're allowed
I
out.
mean, yeah. And
Yeah.
Angel Salazar was like my brother. Like calls. Like we became really good friends. Who the fuck would have ever thought I would be friends with a little freaking Cuban guy?
He's like Ricky Ricardo with a coke
Gisela.
problem.
I know.
Lucy, who got the egg
Oh my
ball?
God, Gisela, can you my post? Okay.
It's so funny when you say, I know you're watching Scarface and you go,
Right.
I know him. It's my friend.
Like literally.
And it's like, yeah, he does about that much coke too.
Yeah.
He still does.
And more.
Does he still?
You know what?
do it?
Yes, he does. But the funny thing is, we were out.
He drinks more Chardonnay.
We went to a casino
Chardonnay.
in Pennsylvania together. And we were hanging out with a group of people, and this girl was trying to give me something. He actually said, he goes, "Don't you dare give." He actually put her in her place. Don't give her anything. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
Like I was like, whoa.
Because he wanted it.
Exactly.
You give it to me. You don't give it to
It was
her.
just really
We were
funny.
at the Twin Rivers Casino in Rhode Island, Catch a Rising Star, me and Angel, and he's at the crab table. Giselle is there, and I come walking up, and Angel walks up to the table. He goes, "In my eyes,
We are
yous are all winners," and these guys are looking to fucking kill him because these guys must have been losing big time for him. This little pipsqueak to come over and start busting
He
balls.
kicks
Yeah,
Carlo
there's no
out of the
screen-
way. He goes, "Carlo, you get out of here. I get Gisela because she's my lucky charm, and you not."
If there's no screaming at the crap table, they're losing.
Oh, yeah.
And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, Bob, we go into a Denny's.
Oh, my God.
He's like 5 Chardonnays deep. And so he's like slurring. He walks up to the lady and he sees these couple of dudes that were, they must have been doing some kind of Civil War
Yes.
reenactment.
Oh.
So he looks
They're
at
called
them.
losers.
Oh, it's so funny.
So he looks
Oh.
at them. He goes, "Holy shit! How long you guys been waiting for a table?"
That's funny. That's funny.
I don't know where
I
he gets
can't.
it from.
No, but that's hilarious. But
He's great.
He was being civil.
those people that fucking do that are fucking losers. You know, it's like they're fucking
The war
losers.
reenactment.
Yeah, I mean, you have nothing
And they
better
don't really
to do.
get paid that much.
They don't get paid
don't.
anything.
That's like the Trekkies. Man.
Yeah. Oh, they're losers too.
Same idea.
I wouldn't even see Star Trek because of that.
I didn't watch it either.
Now
It was
it's
funny.
stupid,
We had
yeah.
William Shatner on the show, and I was like,
Fuck
I
him.
never fucking saw it.
I'd rather fuck his daughter and get a free hotel.
Oh my
It's
god!
crazy.
We got to take a break.
For
We'll-
what? Now
Why?
we're taking
Why
a
are we
break.
taking a
We're
break? Just get the juicy stuff.
Yeah, Jesus
Getting down
fucking.
to the
We've been
nitty-gritty.
talking an hour. You're taking a break.
What are you
now?
fucking selling?
Yeah. We gotta do. My friend Louie has pinky
24.
rings. Buy 2, get the third one for half the
All right,
price.
we don't have to break. That's okay.
He knows a guy.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
selling
that's what it
anything?
is. Whenever something broke, like in my like a fucking lawnmower broke, I can get you one. Fucking my watch stopped. I'll send you one.
Yeah. From your neighbor's house.
Yeah. Anytime, like my son was looking for this game, I know a guy. He did. He would say, I know a guy. He gets them. He works at a place and he leaves with them.
Crazy.
Oh boy.
You are crazy.
Why'd you want to take a break for? Is there a reason?
Yeah.
no,
You have to go to potty?
I wanted to. I
You
wanted
gotta
to
do
just do
pee-pee?
it. No, I
Carlo
wanted-
got to do pee-pee?
No, I just.
Or is the pocket chicken ready?
Yeah, it's
What do you want to do? You want to do a song?
We should sell that.
No,
that would
no,
be
I just-
fucking big
yeah.
Pocket
seller.
chicken.
What?
Pocket chicken.
I have riddles and I have trivias. What do you want to do?
Let's do trivia. Let's do trivia.
Want to do trivia?
That's more fun.
Let's just. I'll do a station ID real quick, and then we'll start with the trivia first. All right.
Okay.
You got
All
it,
right.
dude.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hi, this is Joe Elliott.
Hey, it's Rick Springfield.
Hey, this is Tommy Chung.
Hi, this is Gilbert Godfrey.
Hi, this is Tawny Katane.
Hey, this is Tiffany. Hey, this is Martha Quinn.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to the Animal House Radio Show on Hamilton Radio. And if you're not, you're a communist. You're done.
All right. We're not doing riddle me this yet, right?
No, we'll do that later.
Trivia.
All right.
And keep in mind, the riddle me this is dedicated to Bob.
What? Riddles? What is
Overruled.
I'm looking at.
So what's
You
the,
ready?
is there a subject for this trivia or what?
No, well, it's
Is it movies,
you know,
music? What is it?
movies and music.
Okay.
Okay.
Either or.
Paul's
Entertainment.
band.
All right, ready? What classic film was called Production 9401 during filming?
The Shining.
No, but you're on the right track.
Say that again?
Has to be a horror movie.
What
The one with the
classic
boat,
film
Cape Fear.
was called Production
a good movie.
9401 during filming?
Room, whatever that was. Room, whatever it's called.
September 4th.
1307.
No, the one with his mother killed. Bates.
Shining.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Put your headphones on.
I know.
Psycho.
Like having a retarded
Psycho.
kid next to you at a baseball game.
You're right.
What?
Psycho.
I was
Ah,
right.
You're right.
wow, there you go. Production. Production what? Production of what?
9401.
94.
That was the address of the house.
Okay, ready? This is a funny one. Which X-rated movie won an Oscar?
Debbie
Midnight
Does
Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, John Boyd.
Midnight Cowboy.
Dustin Hoffman. Yeah.
I'm walking here.
And the only reason why it's X-rated because I had that one scene. That was it. And
Right?
it wasn't even X-rated. It was R. But today it would be like soft R.
Today would be PG-13.
Yeah, really.
Back then, that was like shocking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
In Greece, who rejected the Olivia Newton-John role as Sandy?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I just heard
Who
I know.
rejected that?
Kyle and Jenna.
Michaela.
Caitlin.
Oh, it has to be a blonde.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Meryl Streep.
No, actually.
Oh, well, what's her
Bo
face?
Derek.
No, Michelle Pfeiffer.
No.
Stockard Channing, who played Rizzo, was actually scheduled to play.
But it starts with the letter M. Let's give you a hint.
Marilyn Monroe.
No. She's
Mary
dead.
Carey.
No.
She was dead.
Marilyn. Oh,
Margot
Not
Hemingway.
Meryl Streep, no.
Margaret Kidder.
Margot Hemingway.
That's not Muriel Hemingway.
Monty Hall.
Monty Hall. You could make a deal.
Mickey Mantle.
Marie Osmond.
Very good.
Really?
Maria.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
she's
would've
still
been horrible.
fuckable. She's still fuckable.
Yeah, oh, yeah, but
I've seen her
but
on
not
the
that much.
commercial.
Well, she got Weight Watchers now. So
I
yeah.
know.
She lost 50 pounds.
It's WW
Whatever,
now.
same thing.
WW.
Nutrisystem. Oprah got the Weight Watchers.
But that wouldn't have been the same
Fuck
movie.
Oprah. How do you
Wouldn't
buy
have
it off her? She's still fat.
Oh my God.
You
She
know?
likes it. She's comfortable in her own body.
Yeah,
Baby got
I wouldn't be comfortable in it.
been-
I'd
not.
I'd be angry with myself if I was in her body.
Okay.
Pig.
In which film did Richard Dreyfuss make his one-line movie debut?
The one with the car. What the hell
American
was it?
Graffiti?
Yeah.
Nope.
No? He was there something before that?
Duddy
Yeah.
Kravitz
It's
or
don't
something?
forget one-line debut.
Duddy Kravitz?
It has to be
No.
before American Graffiti, so. And he had to be really young.
Yeah, I was 73. I don't even.
Richard Dreyfuss was...
Hair play. Yeah, hair play.
The Life and Times of Pocket Chicken.
No. There's no pocket chickens here.
Richard Dreyfuss was in...
I have no idea. Before American Graffiti, I have no idea.
Go ahead, Dave. Say it.
I don't know it.
What is it?
I don't know it.
Oh, The Graduate.
He was in The Graduate?
Yep, that's his first.
Where was he? In the pool party scene? With the
I don't remember what scene. I just.
plastics? Plastic Son. I don't remember him in that movie.
All right, this should be an easy
Wow.
one for you guys. Who was the first cartoon character to get their own star on the Hollywood
Simpson.
Boulevard
Mickey
Fritz
Mouse.
the Cat.
Mickey Mouse.
Walk of very good, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
that
he was the
was-
original cartoon, man.
And who was known as the Big O?
The Big O.
Yep.
Oprah.
No.
Oscar Roberts.
The Big Lebowski.
No.
Wait, the big O.
Oh, the basketball player.
Nope.
Oscar Roberts.
I'm surprised Paul didn't get this.
Onassis?
No.
The Big O?
I always thought it was Oscar. I thought it was Oscar.
The Big O. Orson Welles?
Roy Orbison.
Orson Welles is a good
Very
guess.
good.
Who was it?
He got it.
Orbison?
Roy
I knew his music
I thought
because
you
she
were
said.
a Roy Orbison fan. What happened?
I never knew he was in Big O. I never knew him as Big O.
I thought it was Oscar Roberts.
We all thought he was a blind guy, and he wasn't blind.
He wasn't?
No, he just wore sunglasses all the time because the lights
Wow.
bothered his eyes.
Oh, see,
And
me too. I get that problem.
Which group
sunglasses.
was Jimmy Page in before?
The Yardbirds.
forming-
Yardbirds.
Very good.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's
No one
go.
else was in that band? Eric
Jeff
Clapton,
Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck. The musicians that came out of that band, man, the Yardbirds.
Bob, you're like, what's his name now? Mick Foley? You got to wear sunglasses on stage?
Well, no,
He's
it
too
affects
cool.
me now. So no, I'm gonna have to
just
sooner or
kidding.
later.
Get the kind that go on.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, the kind
That's
that
what I'm,
adjusts.
I'm waiting to go to the eye
The last
doctor.
trivia question is: which group were paranoid on the charts?
That's Ozzy
it's,
Osbourne. That's what we
Black
call it.
Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Very good.
God, Paul, I'm kicking your ass.
It's easy.
Mr. Band.
Oh, Louis LaMedica got it too. Oscar. What did he say? No, that wasn't right. You weren't. I thought I read that wrong. Dyslexic moment.
I think
Sorry,
he was
Lou.
known as the Big O too, though. That's the thing.
Was
He
he
is. That's
really?
what. That's why I
Okay.
said Oscar
Before
Roberts.
the Beatles
Yeah.
made it big, they used to open up for Roy Orbison.
All right, let's do
Well,
the
then
riddle.
And they switched when the Beatles got
All right, hold
big.
on.
Wow.
Hold on.
The Monkeys open. Hendrix opened for the
All
Monkeys.
right, guys,
Right.
put your thinking caps on.
Oh, this is
If
hard.
you guys could guess a question before they do, you get a prize.
This is hard.
All right, it's hard. It's not going
always
to be
hard.
hard.
It's always
Paul
hard.
hates this.
What is hairy on the outside, soft on the inside, and starts with the letter C and ends with the letter
Oh,
T?
Oprah's cunt. No?
Oh, God.
It fits. It's the right answer, but it's
Yeah.
not.
It should be right.
There's a lot more than one answer all the time.
Gail's
That is
cunt?
the
Hairy on the
answer.
outside,
Not the one we're
soft on the
looking for.
inside.
Right.
And what's the other part?
It starts with the letter C
Right.
and ends with the letter T.
Coat.
Cat.
Nope.
Clit
Nope.
Taurus.
A coat.
Hairy on the outside. Hairy.
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 Clam.
Clams.
Yeah, they are.
Well, it depends
And
which
then-
one you go.
It ends with a T.
Yep, ends with a T.
Clam.
Is it bloody?
Have you seen my Klimt?
Oh, what?
My wife's showing my Klimt all over town.
She's showing everybody. I don't go waving at parties.
Let me know when you guys give up.
Wait, no.
Is it a thing or is it?
And remember, guys, if you guys get the answer before,
Just
they
give me a
do,
hint.
you
Is
get
it
a
is
prize.
it a living thing or is it a
We
thing?
had this already. I think
You had this question already, and the reason why I'm repeating some of these are because
We didn't get
Bob is here,
No, okay, no.
But is it? But can I
and
ask?
it's not a kumquat.
Can I ask you? Is it a living thing or is it just a thing?
It's both.
How can it be
It's
both?
living, and then after,
a caterpillar
Doesn't end with a T though.
thing.
All right.
Caterpillar thing.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
Yes.
You put the lime in the
Coconut.
Very good.
A Corona.
I guess it's hairy. I guess it's hairy. Yeah.
It's hairy.
Kind of.
All right, ready?
Only the certain kind are.
I'm always long.
That's what my balls look like now. Fucking old coconut.
I'm always long. You move me around with your lips and your tongue.
My cock.
I get wet with saliva, and I always get sucked. What am I?
A lollipop.
Straw.
You got it right. Straw.
He knows.
Around with your lip.
He knows.
All right, ready? What's the difference between a woman's G-spot and a quarter?
550.
A quarter will be around the next day. A quarter won't get you arrested for rape.
Oh, God.
Say it again.
What's the difference between a woman's G-spot and a quarter?
You don't have to remember the quarter's name.
That's funny. When Bob used to meet like up and coming comedians, he goes, "You're gonna be famous next year. You're gonna be on the TV for rape."
I know. I said the only way you're going to be on TV if you rape somebody.
He should have only known it would have been a gun.
Between say it again. Between a woman's.
A quarter and a woman's G-spot. What's the difference?
Oh, okay. G-spot and a woman's quarter.
Heads
One's
or
an
tails?
expensive tip and one's a cheap tip.
A quarter isn't fictional.
Think of Angel Salazar's joke with the G-spot and the GPS.
I have no idea.
The GPS is saying what? Rerouting. So, you guys give up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Men can actually have a chance in finding a quarter when they search for it.
Oh, see. That's a trick. That's a trick trivia question. That's not a real trivia
Pissed
question.
off woman who will
All right.
find you.
Ready? This is a
3 people
funny.
have never been in my living room.
What do you call an unsinkable virgin?
Unsinkable virgin?
Right.
Cherry float.
Very good.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Got it.
That's a good one. Good one, Dave.
Dave.
Good one, Dave.
Whoa, he had an instant smart
He got it.
breakfast.
All
I
right.
was hoping for an egg cream.
An egg cream.
I'm long and hard, and most people will happily spend their wages on me. After everything is completed, you feel a huge sense of relief and sensation. What am
Car.
Black man's dick.
I? No.
Long and hard.
And after.
After completed, you feel a huge sense of relief and sensation.
When you take a crap.
That's not hard though.
You haven't
And
been in
it's
my
not,
house.
and it's not. And I hope it's not
You need more
expensive.
fiber, Paul.
I have no idea. I'm not good at these.
Nah,
No.
games are no fun. I don't know games.
You guys give up?
Yeah.
And education.
Oh, see, these are trick trivias.
Yeah, that could be anything.
These
That's
aren't
why
like,
it's called riddle.
yeah, but these are like trick riddles.
All right, this should be easy for you guys. I want you all to yell out the answer at the same time.
All right.
What's white and
Dick.
sticky and gets spit out instead of swallowed?
My cum. No?
No.
It's the right answer, but it doesn't fit the question.
It could be right.
It could be right, yeah.
Chewing gum.
Nope.
Say it again.
What's white and sticky and gets spit out
Oh,
Paste.
instead of swallowed? Very good.
That was right?
You got it right.
That's
fucked
also
up.
my cum.
See, 2019, baby.
DNA.
Oh, Louis. Louis, I'm calling you Louis.
I remember kids in school used to eat paste. What are you guys crazy?
Remember
Rubber
we used to
cement?
eat those plastic things that had the liquid in it?
The rubber
Oh,
cement.
the little soda bottles.
The little
Oh,
soda
the soda
bottle.
bottle. Yeah, the
The
wax.
wax,
And then you
yeah.
chew the wax.
I mean, we had shit like that.
the big lip white wax. I used to chew those.
Yeah.
Now you got to go to a specialty candy store to get those.
You gotta
Yeah,
go to
they
the
still
store up
sell
in
them. They still
Pocono.
sell them.
Yeah.
I'd like
Five
to go
Below
there.
sells all the old
I'd like-
candies.
yeah, I'd like
True.
To, really?
Yeah, they sell all
Not,
that
not
stuff.
all of them.
Zag nuts. They sell the dots. They sell all that stuff. all
Yeah,
the
I
old
get
stuff.
headphones for $5 there.
Yeah.
They work great.
Exactly,
you
the
know?
earplugs, yeah.
That's
Shit, I'm
funny.
gonna go there and get some of those candies.
They
I
sell
love
all the
that.
old candies. Yeah.
Remember the
candy cigarettes
the
too?
rocks? We used to eat those
Oh,
fucking
yeah, the
glass
rock candies,
things.
Yeah, the rock candy.
Yeah.
Richmond Road.
Pure sugar.
Yeah, and it was like, you crack your teeth,
That's why I get Zagnut. Zagnut's like my favorite because you can only get them on the West Coast, but Five Below has them. And the zero bars.
Come on, what's a little Zagnut, huh? A little Zagnut. You're a little mush, a little nush.
They sell they sell the fake cigarette, the baby cigarette.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
They sell all that stuff. All those little candies.
gonna
The,
do that,
the Turkish taffy they sell.
We had
Play
the
that
worst,
thing?
except for the fish candies were great.
Yeah.
Those
They
were
still
good.
sell those.
And those what are those things you would open like this and the little round candies, the sugar things, the colorful. You know what I mean? You would open it like this.
Oh,
And it would in a little plastic thing. It would open up, and you have these little.
Pez?
No, it was round little things. God,
I don't know what that is.
It was such a good candy. Everyone knows what it is.
It's not the dots off the paper. Not
No,
those.
no. We'd eat fucking newspaper with fucking candies on it. That's what we had.
Yeah.
No,
Skittles?
it was like the Smarties.
Oh,
Smarties,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, you know what you're talking about. Okay.
They're
Like
fucking-
Mentos, like
yeah.
type stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
How about the circus peanuts? You ever had
Peanuts? Circus
the-
peanuts?
Yeah, it's marshmallows, orange marshmallows. Look
Oh,
like peanuts.
those fucking things.
They still
Yeah,
have
they
those.
weren't that good.
You
I
can
got to
get
check
them.
out that store and see.
Yeah.
I like
and
to
remember,
get-
how about those straws with all the
Oh, yeah. It was just colored
man.
sugar.
Yeah, oh, God. It was like sour and sweet.
That's how we got into cocaine after that.
Start snorting your Fun Dip and it's all over.
Comes with a straw?
No, it was amazing. Those things were so long. They were actually this long
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, my
They were like
God.
heavier plastic at a certain time.
Yeah.
Like all those candies were like fucking torture. Like I like those rock things were like amazing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you would.
Yeah.
That's
How about the things that used to the rock?
I
The other
wonder why
I like the
diabetes
Pop
exploded.
Rocks. That
Pop
was my-
Rocks. That's the
I
remember
love
would
that.
fizzle. Oh my God.
Didn't Mikey die from them?
Oh, my
Someone
Remember
died.
Mikey? Yeah, he fucking they exploded.
Hey, Paul, you wanna? I got a
Bob, you got a message. Says you old bag of farts from Brian McBee. Maccabee?
Maccabee.
Maccabee.
Oh,
Maccabee.
Brian.
Maccabee.
Oh, I got him.
Mickaboo. No, I'm kidding.
Mick Foley. Last time I seen him, I got Mick Foley's autograph for him. See, he's a big wrestling fan.
That's cool.
In other words, he's a loser.
Remember when you and Bix tried and started doing that? Remember you were going to do that?
Yeah. What happened to Bix?
He moved down. He sold his business. He moved down to Clearwater, Florida.
A Jew
Oh,
moved
nice.
to Florida?
What a surprise. No.
I never heard of a Jew moving.
Hello, Paul. This is Stevie Bix.
Levy doesn't work for me anymore because he wanted more money. He thinks he's a big shot now. I'm doing a sliding scale.
It was so funny. I remember his pay used to be $250 or $350. It was a sliding scale of who showed.
Oh, my
And I
God.
go, I don't work for that anymore. And he's like, no, he's a big shot. I'm like, no, I just want more money. I mean, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
It's the cost of living, bitch.
It only had all those firehouses all over Pennsylvania, and
Oh, yeah.
South Jersey.
Those were great rooms.
They were great rooms.
Those are bad.
They were fun. The crowds were like we were like the circus came to town.
Yeah.
They waited all year for us to come in. You know.
Yeah, I remember one time I was working. I wanted to get laid so bad, and this is before anything. It was just like, and I just go to the MC. I go, bring me up and say next year I'm going to be on Friends. I'm playing Joey's brother. As soon as I got up, I had a line of women. I was like, let's go. Never went back to that town.
What were you gonna say before?
I have.
Scenes deleted.
He has something that he wants to play, right?
Oh, I have an old game that we haven't done in a while.
Which one?
Back Rockwards.
Oh, this is hard. This
Back
is good.
Rockwards?
Plays a song, a rock song, but backwards. I have to figure out what song.
And
it
I
is.
suck at this game.
This is hard. This is hard, actually. Unless it's
I
something.
only have 3, and it's not. They're pretty easy.
Paul.
It's time for Back Rockwards.
It's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's really. Okay, heavy metal.
Intro.
Heavy metal.
Oh, that's Iron Maiden.
Yeah, that's the intro. Okay, ready for the first
Oh, I thought it was a song.
Are you ready for the first one?
We thought that was it.
I'm going. It's backwards. It sounds good though.
All right, here we go.
I like that. Give me some hash.
Oh my god.
Van Halen.
Yep.
Back to Hot for Teacher.
No. It's the other one. Oh, what the hell song was that?
You're right. It is Van Halen.
What's the name of the song? Something love, right? The word love is in it.
That's close enough.
Ain't talking about love? No, it can't be. It isn't?
Yeah.
Wow, it seemed faster. got my body disease.
Very good. I mean, you can actually hear some of them.
Sometimes it sticks out, yeah.
All right, Paul, you better get this.
I just want to thank everybody that's on Facebook right now and joining us.
ABBA.
You guys are really cool. Thanks.
All right.
The Cliffs of Akba. Remember
This
that
isn't
one.
ABBA?
Yeah, here we go. Ready?
Beatles?
No.
November Rain?
No.
Oh, Billy Joel.
It is Billy Joel.
Only
She's
the
from
Good
Italian
Die
restaurant? Oh, no, Virginia. Come on,
He
Virginia.
said only the good die young.
Yeah. Is that it? Yeah.
After you said it.
I can't remember the titles. I remember the song. I remember the words.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Oh, Lido.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You guys are good tonight.
But these songs are a little bit more recognizable. Sometimes you play songs there's just no way to recognize.
Because I got them?
No, sometimes you play songs you sit there and go, I have no idea what this.
No.
But if you hear a certain voice, or
Well, that's
something,
what it
yeah,
is. Like
it's the voice.
you're gonna know Aerosmith. You're gonna
Right.
know Guns
Yeah, I
N'
can't
Roses.
make it too hard. If it's like a
Well, why don't you try
I
it,
always say,
bitch?
oh
He
my
has,
God,
he has
I don't know
that.
the song.
Yeah.
He's put songs on we just can't figure
But
out.
we kicked its ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did very good
Oh, I
tonight.
thought you were going to embarrass me and put the Smule thing up.
No, no.
Oh,
no,
thank
no,
you.
Not at all. That mule thing is.
I wonder if
He don't like when I sing with other guys on Smule.
my hamburger defrosted.
He goes, I don't mind listening to you, but why do we got to listen to him?
I'm still thinking about it because I took it out. It was frozen hamburger, and I go, I want to have a hamburger tonight. Like I said earlier, I go, I don't care if I have to scratch it with my fingernails to get a hamburger.
Right.
I'm gonna do it when I get home. You know what I mean?
Won't your new bride make it for you?
She's in California.
You can nuke it for a little bit and then
she
cook
is?
it.
Yeah.
Just nuke it for a minute. To
No, you can't nuke it because it starts cooking.
Is that where she lives?
For like 10
Yeah,
seconds.
she lives there.
Just to make it so the ice is gone.
No, you don't do it that way. It'll fuck it
Well,
up.
it'll be defrosted by
Is
the
she a
time you
mail
get home.
order bride?
No. No, she lives in California. She didn't move here yet.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What part of California is she from?
Fucking knows.
The long part.
Do another song.
By the beach.
Get me in trouble. She's listening, and I don't know what fucking. Yeah, by the water.
By the water.
That narrows it down.
Over there by,
Down by the sea.
Oh my gosh.
By the cliffs of Akbar.
I know, really.
She made a left at Pismo Beach, got to
Paul,
her house.
you got a list?
Yeah, I do have a list.
All right.
Okay.
What is this?
And I'm not going to agree with all these. I mean, I don't know who makes up these lists, but the top 20 theme songs from TV shows. Now, this goes by. I don't know how this. How
The
they
Facts
decide.
of
Are we
Life.
naming the shows, or what are we doing?
We name the shows.
It's
Yeah.
going to be
Of all time?
Friends theme.
Friends. It's going to be Seinfeld. It's going to be
Well, it's some of them that are on this. You're saying that really should be on the other stuff
Wait.
should be on
Barney
it.
Miller should be on.
How far back did they go?
All time.
All time. Friends was
Okay.
number one. He got number
Yeah,
one already.
yeah.
Friends was number one.
What about Facts of Life?
Yeah, that's on.
No,
there.
it's not on.
No?
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
What? Yeah,
Cheers.
Fresh Prince.
Yes,
Definitely
that's after 20 though. It's below 20.
Oh, Cheers would be on.
Cheers is number 2.
Yeah.
You got the first two already.
All in the Family.
All in the Family. I thought I saw. Let me see.
Good Times.
No All in the Family. No Good Times.
No
Mash.
Sanford and Son.
MASH.
Full
Mash-
House.
Suicide is painful.
MASH is after 20.
What about the
Damn.
Jeffersons?
No.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah, I know. It's great songs. I
Three's
don't know why they're not on
Company?
the list.
Come and knock on my. Yeah, that's kind of gay.
I hated that
That is
song.
gay.
Come and
Yeah.
knock on that door.
Yeah, knock on it, baby.
Who the fuck is knocking on that door?
I know.
The Munsters?
The Addams Family has to be on.
I think one of them is. Let me see.
Wow. How about Full House?
Adam's Family is on number 12.
12.
No Monsters, which I'm surprised. I thought that would be
Laverne
on there
and
too.
Shirley.
Oh, yeah,
Laverne
that
Shirley's
should be
after
on.
20.
Happy Days?
Happy Days is gonna be
Happy
on.
Days number 4.
Yeah. You gotta think.
There's some that shouldn't be on this list, though. I'm telling you, and some that should be that aren't. Like Gilligan's Island's not on there.
Oh wow.
How can that not be on the list?
How about Love Boat?
Oh,
No.
the Flintstones.
Flintstones is number 5.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
How about Frasier?
The Jetsons.
Somebody,
Jetsons,
Brian said Family Matters.
No.
Okay.
No. Sorry, Brian.
Here's what I'll give you one that's on the list.
Family
that
Ties.
I don't think belongs on the list. Malcolm in the Middle. I don't even know what theme song was.
Oh, yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle. What was that?
What
That
theme
was a
song
newer
was?
show. Yeah, I don't even
That's
know.
number
that.
19. I don't know how I got it on the list.
Where the hell?
How
is that?
about
Well, that makes sense only because it's a newer show.
May I-
Still, I don't know who decided that.
Oh, okay.
Younger people will stream that song.
All right, let's
so
get
it-
gay.
Miami Vice?
Party of 5 has to be on.
No, it's
Not Miami Vice?
Miami Vice is number 15.
Dallas.
Dallas is not on there.
Dynasty.
No, none of those kind of shows are on here.
Jersey Shore theme.
No.
Who? Okay.
Wow.
Let's see, 70s. Let's see.
Leave it to
It's all
Beaver?
different. It's all different age. It's not just
Mr.
70s.
Ed, Mr.
I
Ed.
know.
No, and that should be on there. I agree.
Really?
I agree that should be on there.
The
What
Andy
about
Griffin song.
The Odd Couple,
Which one?
he
Andy
said?
Griffin show.
Odd Couple's not on there. I thought that should be
No.
on there. Murph Griffin show?
No, Andy Griffin.
Oh, Andy Griffin's.
That's funny.
It's after 20.
Brian said Andy Griffith too.
Oh.
Not on after 20.
After
Wow.
20. I know. Some of these, when you hear
What
some of them,
about
you go
that
say,
Hee Haw show?
No.
No.
That wasn't
Laughing?
a TV show. That was a variety
Dukes
show.
of Hazzard from Brian.
Dukes has number 20.
Number
Yeah.
20. There you go.
No, what's not, no,
18.
no, what's not on there? I'm surprised too. Mission Impossible's not on there. That was a great theme
Really?
song too.
Yeah.
Get smart.
How
No,
about Knight
that's a great
Rider?
theme song,
Yeah.
too.
No?
What?
Knight Rider? No.
No.
A-Team?
No.
Charlie's Angels?
No.
No.
They don't even do those anymore.
Hawaii 5-0 from Lou.
Hawaii 5 was number 8.
Number 8.
All
Lou.
right,
Very
Big
good,
Lou. What's I was just gonna say? The
You mentioned one of the groups before.
What?
That big theme song.
Oh, the Monkeys.
The Monkeys. Number 14.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
How about the Partridge Family then?
No.
The Flying Nun? No.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Brady
how,
Bunch?
how many are left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Give us some
Brady
time.
Bunch?
There's
to
9 left, guys, so
They're
keep
all,
on
they're
shooting
all
out
from
the
like the
answers.
80s and 70s,
The Brady
and there's
Bunch?
one from the 60s.
Harsky and
Couple of-
Stutched. Mary
No.
said Bewitched.
Harsky
No,
and
Bewitched not on there.
Stutch.
And
I
neither,
didn't say
and neither
that.
is
I'm
Dream of
reading
Genie,
off
which I
this
thought.
That was Harsky.
Starsky.
Starsky and Hutch.
No. But a show like that, a detective show is on those
Kojak.
lists. No.
Oh.
Beretta.
Columbo.
No, you're close. You're all getting close. It's the same error.
Ironside.
James
Garner.
Garner was in it.
Oh, Rockford.
Rockford number 10.
Oh, wow.
McMillan and wife.
Magnum PI from Brian.
Jake and the Fat Man.
Heart
Wait,
to
I
heart.
didn't hear what you said.
Magnum PI from Brian?
No.
No. Sorry. Brian.
Chips.
No.
Shit,
Wow.
yeah.
Moonlighting.
Oh, wow.
No.
Moonlighting. Yeah.
So, like I said, certain ones should be on this list. That's
Not
on it.
Family Matters.
No, you said that already.
I did.
Yeah.
Not The Sopranos.
Hey, Jack.
No.
One
We're,
day at a time.
What?
Trying to
Oh,
figure
yeah.
out
One day at a
the
time.
best
Day at a time?
movie theme songs.
The Wire.
TV show theme songs.
Here's one that should be. You're not gonna guess this one. This one, I guess, deserves to be on there.
San
but
Francisco.
Sesame Street.
Sesame
Number
Street.
3.
What about Electric Company?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Morgan Freeman start.
Yeah.
That's where he started.
How about
What about the one with the 2 lesbian ladies with the guitars?
Pee Wee
Magic
Herman?
Garden.
Magic Garden.
Oh, yeah. This is
That's the only kid.
Maria
That was the only kid
McBean.
show.
Not Pee Wee Herman? No.
There's 2 more cartoon shows.
Simpsons.
Simpsons is number 13. There's one more cartoon
Family
show.
The
Guy.
Smurfs?
South Park.
I didn't hear. I have too many. What?
The Smurfs?
No. What would you
Brian,
say?
Family Guy.
No.
Brian
Wait,
says
no.
Mama's
And
Family?
he said South Park.
Yeah. South Park.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
God damn it.
The New Zoo Review.
Cartoons would have to
Fraggle
be.
Rock.
It wasn't a Jetsons. I said the Jetsons.
Mr. Rogers.
Brian said Mama's Family, Roseanne.
No.
Mary
Carol
said
Burnett Show.
Alice.
No.
Carol Burnett Show.
Yeah, Alice.
Dave.
Close.
Should be
Carol
on.
Burnett's close.
Bob Newhart show.
No.
Bob Newhart.
Think of another
Yeah.
woman. Why'd
Vicki
I can't-
Lawrence. Vicki
Who?
Lawrence.
Hey, Rob.
I Love Lucy.
No, but it's close to Carol Burnett show. Same error.
We're trying to
A
figure
woman.
out the
A
top
woman show.
Share.
TV music theme
I don't know
songs.
what
So
theme
if you
song she
could
is.
Mary
figure it out,
Hartman.
just
Mary Hartman.
Very close.
Soap.
shoot them up.
Mary.
Soap.
Mary.
Tyler
That
Moore.
girl.
Mary Tyler Moore,
Ah.
number 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was. She was
How
so
about
fun.
Baxter
the
was great.
Honeymooners?
Oh, yeah.
No?
Hi, Lou. Mary, I want to eat
Not the
your
Honeymooners?
Welcome back, Mayor.
No?
Which
got-
one?
You got change for
Honeymooners? No.
500?
I'm hearing too many at the same time. What?
Honeymooners?
No.
No.
I thought that should have been on there.
Odd Couple.
Mary said the Jetsons.
No, I thought that should be on there too.
Oh, come on.
That's a classic theme song.
Yeah.
Mary Fury said
I'm going to the 80s.
Jetsons.
No,
I
the
said
Jetsons already said no.
Oh, you did? All right.
Let me tell you how many is left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
What years?
One's from the 60s, one's from the... Actually, 2 are from the 60s, and a couple are from the 70s.
Brian said Golden Girls.
The
No.
Avengers.
Portrait of Eddie Fatherton.
No.
The Flying
One's a show
Car-
that just they started putting back on again.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, there you go, number
Twilight
18.
Zone.
My,
I was
Magnum
gonna say
PI.
I
Magnum
just finished
PI, I
watching
was
the New
gonna
Year's
say.
marathon yesterday.
Willoughby, next up.
Oh, I watched the one the other night with a guy. He goes, "I'd like to buy your youth."
Yes.
Remember that one?
That's a great
That was
one.
a great one.
That's a great one.
He goes, "I'm going to marry your daughter."
And the father kills him at the end because he bought his
Yeah,
emotion.
he bought it. Yeah, he.
But yeah,
Mary, you
kindness
got
and
that
stuff.
right. It was said already. Mary Taylor
One's
Moore
from a
was on
TV. One's from a radio show.
there. A radio.
Amos and Andy.
WC.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
That's number 6.
Wow.
WC.
Hello, Larry.
Yeah, now you got 3. You got
No,
four
no,
left.
Mow my
no
lawn.
bosom buddies.
4 left. No.
Yeah.
You got one more cartoon, an action show, an action
Super Friends.
action spoof show.
Lou said leave it to
Well, it's not
Beaver,
really a
but I
spoof
think
show,
we
but it
said
was
that
like-
already.
got it.
Super Dave Osborne.
F Troop.
No, that should
No.
be in there. That should be in there. I love that song.
8 is enough. Wow.
I can't hear you. 8 is enough. No.
How about different strokes?
Get on the mic. You want to talk.
That's a
Yeah, I
porn.
can't hear you with the headphones unless I go like that.
Not different strokes.
All right there, Papa Smurf.
How about Punky Brewster?
You're close with Papa Smurf. You're close with one of those.
Family Matters.
Smurfs, and it would have
No.
to be
Mary
And Family
said
Matters is close too.
Dennis the Menace.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, Brian, I said 3.
I thought for sure Leave It to Beaver would be in there. That's not even in there.
Yeah,
Sid
either.
and Marty Croft.
Teletubbies.
Close.
Teletubbies.
Close with that one.
What'd you say?
Sid
What
and
was
Marty
it?
Croft.
HR Puffin stuff.
Think about what they are.
Lewis said
The
SWAT.
Muppets.
The Muppet Show, number 7,
Oh, shit.
number 11.
I never watched that.
So Lou said SWAT, and
No.
then Mary said My Three Sons.
No.
Sha Na Na.
Yeah, My Three Sons should be on that list. That's a
Yeah.
classic song.
Paul, Sha Na Na.
SWAT
No.
should be on
Damn.
there.
You have 3 left.
All right.
One's a cartoon. One's like a action, like a Superman
Criminal
type
Minds?
show.
No.
Oh,
Hero?
Greatest American Hero.
No.
Oh, that should be on there.
Believe it or not.
And one's a family type show
Not Wonder Woman.
with twins that they use twins to play the.
Oh, Full House.
Full
Yeah.
House number 17.
Not Batman and Robin.
Batman. There you go. That's
Really?
number 7. One left. The cartoon.
Wow.
Cartoon.
And I don't remember the theme song for this show.
What decade?
Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse.
I was just,
No.
you got me on
That's
that
so good though.
Is it an old cartoon?
I think it's the
Underdog.
80s. Or maybe the 70s.
Oh, 80s?
70s or 80s. I don't know because I didn't watch the show.
Not Thundercats.
But you mentioned the show many a time. You
Hong
mentioned
Kong
the show.
Phooey?
No.
Mary
I
said
don't think
Mickey
no one's gonna
Mouse
get it.
Club.
No.
Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse?
See, Mickey Mouse should have been on there. Mouseketeer
Yeah.
show. That should have been on there. That was a big song.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember the...
Oh,
wait.
gosh.
It's a hard one.
Fritz the Cat.
That was a good one too. Felix the Cat was a good one. That was a
Felix
big
the
one.
Cat was
Jo-
fucking.
Hey, let's
Josie
check out.
and the Pussycats?
No.
Oh, I know the one with those people.
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo that went around
There you
the
go.
van. You see?
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
What was the theme song though?
I don't know, but I
Scooby Doo, where are you?
Okay. That was
We're
number
off
9.
to
There you go.
Canada.
You got it.
Wow.
But there's a lot that should have been on the list that shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Some that should have been
Wow.
on that list.
So
I don't know who makes
I
these
wonder
lists.
how crazy the stories are going to be today that Dave has.
For what?
Hmm.
I know. Dave, are you ready to do the Way the F Out There news?
All right.
Da 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 da. Does Dave get a song? No, I'm okay.
Filling in for Tim Eli is our Reverend. We got 2 Reverends. We got the Reverend Dave.
Reverend Ed Ruffalo Hodgnowski.
There you go.
What the hell?
Woo! There's your music.
That was a good theme song
Dave
too.
wanted to get blowed, not that way.
That was a good theme song too.
Well, at least Carlo finally blew me.
Right.
Pork chops, but no applesauce. Jennifer Brassard, 48 of Brooksville, was arrested on battery charges after she beat her boyfriend with a frozen pork chop.
That's fat.
That's called beating the meat.
According to the arrest report,
Tenderizing.
Brassard and her boyfriend were engaged in a tumultuous debacle on Friday when police arrived and they found that Jennifer had chased her boyfriend, who was identified as Cal.
Cow?
Cow?
Cal Schwartz around
Oh,
the house,
Cal.
beating him repeatedly with a frozen pork chop, screaming obscenities, and managed to hit him several times with the pork chop, which caused multiple contusions to his arm, face, and head.
That pig.
The boyfriend fled the house in panic, screaming for help as the debacle poured out into the streets, with Brassard repeatedly screaming, "Where's my fucking applesauce?" Preliminary investigation determined that Brassard was the main aggressor in the disturbance. At the police station, she was extremely emotional at the fact that there was no applesauce left for dinner, which was the cause of the whole disturbance in the first place. Brassard was booked on a misdemeanor domestic battery charge and was released on $250 bond.
She'll meet her maker.
And beat the meat.
That's it.
We got to make sure Bob's meat is defrosted.
Yeah,
when he gets
really.
home.
It better be. I'm just gonna scrape it.
It would definitely be defrosted. by the time
Wendy's
you get home.
delivers. Don't worry.
It was freezing.
Yeah, but you got it out on the counter. It's gonna be fine. It doesn't take that long to defrost.
You know the microwave.
How
has
frozen
a-
was it?
It was frozen.
You know
Like
your
a rock?
microwave.
Yeah.
You know your microwave has a
Yeah,
defrost.
if you
button.
I
put
don't
it in
trust
the
that
microwave,
shit.
it's gonna cook on the inside.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna
don't
suck.
cook. It has to be a tender,
Right.
medium rare, fucking bloody, like tripping.
Carlo, we gotta take you
It'll
to
be
the Texas
defrosted by the time you get
Roadhouse.
Oh, I love
I know,
fucking
right?
shit like that.
All right, ready? You ready for number 2?
Yes.
What? He's going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Outback outbreak. Lake Worth, Florida. A South Florida woman upset that her parents refused to take her to Outback Steakhouse was arrested after she attacked a couple Wednesday night, the deputy said. According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, Deanna Seltzer, 28, asked her mother to go to the popular chain restaurant in the Lake Worth and was told no. Seltzer then became enraged and began punching her mother in the chest and arms, an arrest report said.
We'll leave a jail cell light on for you.
Attempts to calm her down were unsuccessful. She stormed around the house screaming, "I want a blooming onion."
I'm fat and I want to eat now.
Seltzer's father suffered multiple scratches to his face and body when he attempted to intervene. Deanna went around the house flipping recliners and tearing up other random furniture inside the home, yelling that she wanted Alice Springs chicken, the report said.
Chicken pocket? Pocket chicken?
Pocket chicken. Now at Outback, pocket chicken. Seltzer also charged that her father with a 12-inch decorative knife that had been hanging on the wall chased him and screaming, "I'm going to fucking kill you."
Over a bloomin' onion?
Yes.
Wow. They are good, but...
Yeah.
Did they have her weight down? She must have been.
Not yet. But, this is public record. I am going to Google this.
Okay.
Deputies found the knife laying on a kitchen counter after entering the home, along with a glass dining table that had been flipped over.
God.
Seltzer was arrested on one count, each of simple domestic battery and battery of a person 65 or older. She faces 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. A Palm Beach County judge ordered that Seltzer undergo a mental health assessment upon release from jail. She was also ordered to stay away from drugs, alcohol, and weapons.
And
You
meat.
think?
Yeah.
You know, if you put...
And the buffet.
If you put salt on the bloomin' onion, it's salt and battery.
Very good job, Dave.
Wow.
Oh, we
Nobody
have
fights
que-
over food,
We have
man.
a few questions for Bob from our listeners.
Okay.
So
There you go, Bob.
I'm gonna go straight. No, I'm kidding.
She said she was 18.
She was 18.
All right, get that one out of the
She
way.
was only.
They want to know if you enjoyed doing the Stern Show.
Oh yeah, I did. Of course I did. Until it wasn't fun anymore. Sure. You know, you do
And what's
stuff-
your favorite memory from the show?
probably something I was in.
Probably when the NYPD knocked on the store.
Oh God, don't even. That was the weirdest thing. No, but no, all of it. Every time I was there was great. You know what I mean? It was a great time. I can't deny that. I'm not going to deny that. You know, it was
a good time.
It was
I tell you
unbelievable.
what, but we had Stuttering John on it. Boy, was he letting loose.
Oh yeah, he was like
Well,
disgruntled.
they had a bad
You know, I don't
breakup
blame
there.
Howard as much as I blame people that worked for him. You know, that were in charge, and
Right.
so I can't. You know what I mean? It was just like, who are you going to yell at? You have to yell at him to get his attention, but he's too scared to want to talk. So what are you going to do? You know, it's cool.
Right.
Move on.
And you were there during a good era, too.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to be there now.
No, it's
definitely
changed
not.
a lot.
So it was perfect timing. That's what you know. You look at to get at that time. You know,
Right.
people are like, oh, you wouldn't be anyone thing without Stern. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't be on there if it wasn't for me.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You don't get on there without.
You got
having
there
great-
for a reason.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So.
Yep.
The funniest thing I remember you doing. I mean, you did so much stuff. When they kept asking you to say the word hedonism.
Yeah, hedonism. I can't say it.
It's just it.
I know it's acting.
Yeah, but it was just funny.
You know
though.
what? You knew how to get on. You knew what they
Right.
thought was funny. You know what
Right.
he thought was going to be funny. Of course, you could say all those
It
words.
was so
something-
funny.
somebody
Bob
could
was
run
like,
with.
Hedionism.
Like I couldn't like Nigeria. I would say niggeria. You know, it just worked at that time.
Exactly,
And then when it doesn't, you know, I'd like to get away from stuff. You know, you always like Opie and Anthony understood that. When I would make fun of Lady Di, I did it until it was not getting funny anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then
Right.
I backed away from it.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. The
Right.
Stern Show, they would keep going at the same thing.
Right.
You're not used to doing that,
Right.
especially when you're just off your head all the
But that's
time.
what makes you great. You know how to change it up.
You have to. You have to know where the line is. You have to know when to
Exactly.
stop.
And when the horse is dead, you have to stop beating.
You
it.
have
It's time to
Literally.
move on.
Yeah.
It's like if you're doing a stand-up now, you're doing Nixon jokes. I mean, people are like, what the fuck
Right.
are you talking about? They don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
Unless you're performing
you're
from
Rich
like
Little.
a different group of people each time, then you
Yeah,
can get
no,
away with the
but
same
you
material.
have to you do it for yourself,
Right.
I think. You know yourself when it's no good, and you have to move on. You just move on.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, how did you like doing? You did Miserable Men show. As
Oh,
well,
I
right?
love that. That was great.
great.
See, that was great because that's something that will always be different every show.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen because I would just write the ideas down and go from there.
You know what I learned from you from that show?
Make believe shit happened to you when it really didn't. That's what I did. I'd be like, you know what happened to me today? Fucking goddamn it! Fucking cop pulled me. Not that never happened, but I would just go and make it up and just go. It's
No.
acting. Radio is acting. Make believe.
Oh, of course, but I liked the fact that you had a lot of strong personalities on there.
They must be different. They have to
Right.
be different. It has to be this, that, that.
Different,
that,
but also
that.
blends good. Like the chemistry has to
exactly.
be there.
And even though
you can always make the chemistry.
Right.
You can
Right.
always make it.
Yeah.
All I ever say is follow me.
Right.
And then you will understand what I mean.
Right.
Right.
I
And
got
even,
it, I
though,
got it.
even though radio is an audio medium, you have to create the visual.
Well, that's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Theater of
Right.
the mind, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like what you said. There were so many of us here, and when one of us had something we had to get out, you would use the signals.
And
to
he
say
does that.
This is one thing I said. If you got a one-liner, instead of just going out
Right.
with it, just put up one finger, and then I won't even say your name. I'll go right to you. Two
Right.
was I would say your name and say, "What do you got?"
Right.
It was simple. It was
Right.
like an easy thing to do
Yes.
on radio. When you have 5 people, 4 people, you'll never talk over yourself,
Right. Right.
unless you're not paying attention or listening
Right,
to
because
the
it's like a
rules.
clusterfuck.
Yeah,
once that
I learned
happens.
that from doing all the time because nobody wants to hear. Like if you listen to sports radio in Philly in the morning show, the guy talks over everyone. He'll ask me, yeah, blah, blah. It's like, why are you asking somebody if you're going to answer them?
Right.
So,
Right.
it's basically, if you put up one, he's got a one-liner, and you just go in. If I put up one, I'm coming in.
What happens if you
Right.
put up 2? What happens?
You say your name. Paul, what do you got, Paul? What do you got? You think you're funny? Go ahead. Oh, Paul wants to say something. And I sound like Paul Lynn. Paul wants to say something now.
Paul in the block.
I'm going to cock block.
That was a great show. I missed that show. That was a great show.
It was funny,
That was a great
It was
show.
like you were able to be gay and nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody
Right.
cares until somebody goes,
Right.
God damn it, he's gay. And then they're like, oh, he's a faggot. Whoa, you can't say that.
Right.
Oh, he sucks dick. You can't say that.
Right.
Just let people be and everything will be fine.
Exactly.
The only reason is like Trump causes all this hatred and racism. No, it's
not
still-
him. It's not him.
still
It's the
there.
media. It's
It's
the
always
media.
been there.
It's the media that causes all
Exactly.
that.
Right, right.
It's always been the joking back and forth, but now you can't joke, so now you're racist,
Yeah. Now nobody can take a joke. That's the problem.
No,
Well, that's
especially them coloreds. No.
No, I don't like when someone says a joke and then they have to apologize for it. To
I
me, that's
never
bullshit.
apologize.
Like
I taught my
just
son
fucking suck
never
it up.
say you're sorry.
No.
Never.
Because I never say I'm sorry. Because why would I say I'm sorry if I said something and you
Right.
didn't understand it?
Right.
It hurts me that you're mad and you're upset, but I'm not sorry.
Right.
Right.
You
Because
know?
you said it like as fun. You wanted to be humorous. You didn't want to be like
You're not going-
insulting.
you're
But they
not-
took
yeah.
it the wrong way.
Yeah, you're not going there to hurt people's
so
feelings. You
stupid.
want everybody to have fun. That's what
I'm
it's
so
it's
sorry
about.
that you suck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you can't fucking take
Then
it.
Liam Nielsen, who said something in an interview about,
I just wanted to go out there and beat up every black out there.
like fucking leave
That's
the.
what he said.
But still, he said it.
I know,
So
but
in
still-
in the heat of the moment, he said it, and it wasn't right that he said it, but he knew it wasn't right. He didn't say it, and he was like, "I'm proud of what I said." He actually, while he was saying, he said, "Now I
Well,
shouldn't."
the whole
have
thing
said
is he said that's what he felt like doing.
Right.
And then he realized that it's not the right
Okay,
thing to do.
so when
Sometimes you have to think before you talk.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. When
Yeah.
9/11
Especially-
happened,
Never
how many-
drink before you do an interview.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, everything is so
No,
PC.
when
like,
9/11 happened, how many people wanted to kill Arab people?
Everybody.
even
Okay.
in the- Bob, in
So
the late
should we
80s,
all
and-
be
and-
fucking
and Paul knows
apologizing
this, too.
publicly?
I still want to kill them.
No,
But
in the
I'm
late
saying.
80s, comedy was booming.
crazy.
People went to clubs. You could say anything you want. Nobody had thin
They still
skin.
do. I don't have a problem with that.
Neither do I.
I've never had somebody tell me,
The only time at private things they're like, just take it easy a little bit. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Right.
You know? You can be R-rated. Well, what does that mean? And I'm like, let me just be funny.
We'll know where the line is.
Yeah, we know the line. You don't know the line. You're a booker.
Right.
You're an owner. You don't, if you're not on stage, don't tell me how to do my job.
Right.
You know, that's one thing. If you don't do comedy, well, first, if you do comedy, don't even tell me how to do my job. But secondly, if you've never been on stage, don't tell me what your audience likes.
We know how to read an audience.
Yeah.
And if they know
the only
what
thing I
their
know how to
audience
read.
likes, then they shouldn't book people that fit that. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? Like, they should be
don't know.
smart.
They're all idiots.
They don't care.
Most
They just wanna ask the
bookers and
seats, that's all
club
they
owners are idiots because the fact that they think that they know, well, this guy killed. Well, he's doing everybody's act. Of course, you know, he's doing it from, you know.
But you think that the oversensitivity is killing this business?
I think it's coming. I think it's
not
reversing.
killing
I think
me.
it's reversing.
It's going to look. I said this to Artie many times. I go right now. If we can go out there and just be fucking honest and kick ass and just fucking say what we want to say, it would be huge right now.
Yeah. That's
because now, like somebody said, he goes, I want you to do an X-rated show, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's one thing that, you know, wasn't around for a long time.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, we'll just bill you as X-rated. And I'm like, wow, I haven't been billed as X-rated in so long.
Right.
And I'm
Since
like,
the Pornhub contest.
yeah. Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
But they
That
paid
was
me for
funny.
that, thank God.
Well, but you were sort of X-rated because you always everybody.
What is X-rated?
The rumor is that you had the biggest rig in the business.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter.
It's a matter. It's a matter of opinion, though.
Yeah, it's like you can't say work, you know, X-rated, R-rated. You can't tell somebody that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how about if I go on stage and I don't do good, you don't pay me, and you shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's my way of doing
Right.
it. Because you have no idea. Somebody can be X-rated and not funny. I can be X-rated and funny.
Right.
So don't put me with anyone else. My job is I don't go up there to not have anybody not like, you know.
Yeah, but see, Bob, you're a different. You're not offensive to nobody.
No.
You do it in a way where it's hysterical.
That's the idea.
Yeah, I'm like a charming rapist.
Yeah, but you know what it is though. You get these newer acts like they don't understand that. They just think the more F's they throw.
No, it's nothing to do with
Comedy,
I talk like
comedy is about likability.
Exactly.
They have to like that person. Once they like you, you can get away with almost anything.
Yes.
If they don't like you, I don't care how funny and clever you are, they're not gonna laugh.
But I don't like the fact that a lot of these new guys think that if they curse a lot, that strengthens their act. It does the exact opposite.
Not if they don't like you.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They have to, I always say, make them like you, then you can do anything.
Exactly.
You know, truthfully. It's like if her parents like you, you can do anything to their daughter.
Yeah.
Right. It's true.
It's the truth.
It
It
is the
really
truth.
is.
You should know.
Oh, why don't you borrow my car and fuck my daughter in front of the house? Oh, finger at the table. I love you, son. You're like a son to me.
Really?
Now finger my...
Where are you taking them? Just go down the driveway.
Yeah. She gives a
Don't
good
waste your
hand
money.
job.
Go right upstairs.
Yeah.
What was the whole thought process behind doing the whole blue cheese thing?
I don't know. It started in South Carolina. A show got canceled.
That's the home of blue cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, now it is. And there was this girl after the stage, looked like after the show, she looked like Whitney Houston, and we had nothing to do. And I think Florentine said, "How about he eats that out of your ass?" And she goes, "I'm not doing it for nothing." And we all scampered up about $38. And then Jim was opening the blue cheese. It was like the mustard, the mustard and ketchup things and like that out there. And he would squirt it in her ass, and then I just ate her ass. And the next night, I got a standing ovation with people with blue cheese dressing in the audience.
And you didn't get an endorsement?
No, still didn't. Still haven't.
Hey, Bob, wasn't like guys like begging their girlfriends to go up there? And
I did it to people's wives. I did it to a mother and daughter in front of their parents.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, that was the most. That was in Houston. It was a mother and daughter. I was going to retire it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to, because it's like, tequila, Heineken, Coke, and blue cheese. No, and you would stink, and like. I just, the crowd would yell, you know what I mean? Blue cheese, and we had to.
Did you ever think about switching like
Oh,
the
no.
sour cream?
In Philadelphia, I had a Chinese girl. We had the soy sauce or whatever. We did. And she bent down and fucking, there was a little string hanging out from the front of it.
Well, you're used to that.
a little suey.
An hour later, you wanted the liquor again.
Yeah.
You were hungry again.
Yeah, I had a couple break up. Who was it? Who told the story that?
You broke up because you did it to his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, Vinnie Brown was saying it was at the Stress Factory years ago or something. I think it was the Stress Factor, and the guy just came back from overseas, and I felt bad because he's a vet, you know? And his girl comes up, and I don't fucking know, and he just didn't want nothing to do with her anymore.
Right.
And he goes, "It's over." He was telling Vinny that. He goes, "I can't believe she fucking did that." But yeah, I mean, Vince Neil gave a woman $100 in Vegas one time.
I think that guy from overseas should have took his girlfriend to a salad bar.
Oh, exactly. You see, I knew women like salads way before they did. I knew this in the early '90s. That salads were
You were promoting
cucumber.
Yeah.
You were promoting roughage, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
And the good thing is,
Bob Levy, the
did you
high
get
fiber
any
actor.
Me Too bitches coming.
What?
Say anything to you, like these women that are coming up with the Me Too movement?
That wasn't around yet. That wasn't around yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying now.
Let's
How they're
smack
all
'em.
coming out of the woodworks now.
Yeah, but
like,
they can come
fuck
out.
that.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, me
Th-
neither.
That's classic.
That's one thing I gotta say. Bob has he doesn't give a rat's ass.
I
what you
don't.
do.
Yeah, it's like you can. I didn't just fucking run off the
Exactly.
stage and eat your ass. You
Right,
came
you came
up.
to me.
Right.
When you come on to like, I'm like the alligator sitting under the tree. You know, you the one that came over.
Right.
Don't expect to fucking go
It's
back with
true.
a leg or pride.
Yeah, and if I got news, if you're at a comedy club situation or a comedy show, you can get up and leave.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
If you don't like it,
somebody
get up and
holding
leave,
you
or don't
there.
even go. If you have that's thin of a
That's what it is.
thin of a thing, just get the fucking don't
Yeah.
even go.
It's amazing how many people got sticks up their ass, though.
I
man.
see it turning though.
Oh, my
I
tongue.
see it.
Carlo got someone mad. Remember that lady with
Yeah, I
the?
said something stupid about her.
She
breasts.
walked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Pissed
I saw
off.
that stupid one-liner where I asked her what she did for a living, and then she told me, and I go,
She was an
well,
accountant.
she had a big tits. I said, you should open up a titseria, and she got up in arms about that.
Like really, like
That's light.
it was. It was
Yeah.
not even nothing to get mad about.
Yeah.
She just walked out upset, like the whole.
I see it
table.
turning though. I do. I see it turning the
Maybe
other way
she was
again.
vegan.
Yeah, I do
I really
too.
do. People
I
are
mean,
getting tired of it. They're
yeah,
tired
I
of it.
mean, like I wasn't on stage for like a month, and I went on stage, and it was just fucking amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Not anything I did, anything from. If I went really dirty, it was fucking working, and I just kept going with it and going with the bit.
As long as they're laughing, keep going.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
what I learned with the new stuff. You just do it. If it's working, just keep going
Right.
further.
Exactly. We have to adjust right away. Just right away.
It
The
doesn't
audience. that's
seem
all.
like people are going out to shows anymore because you got
They're going to fundraisers.
Well, no, it's like okay, you're gonna watch it on TV. It's not funny on TV.
It's not the same as live.
No, it's not. It's just such a. That's what killed comedy, I think.
Yeah,
No,
oversaturation.
you can't watch it on TV. You have to be there. You know, how can
It's
you
electric,
watch TV and go, "That's funny"? If you think that's funny, come see a live show,
Yeah.
and I'll show you funny.
Yeah, when you have a whole audience laughing, it's contagious. It's just,
Yeah.
it's electric.
If you're sitting home watching comedy, you're a loser. You're a fucking idiot. You know, you fucking don't leave your fucking house. Fuck
true.
you.
No, I see it turning though. I do see it turning.
And don't poke me on Facebook, you fucking loser.
Yeah, what the
Or
hell?
wave
is
to
that
Don't
me.
wave,
about?
yeah.
Wave
don't
to
wave.
me. Somebody, grown men are waving to me. God,
Sorry.
I had to come back crawling to Facebook. I crawled
You
back.
have to get that Epicon emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I crawled back from Twitter to Facebook, and it's so soft. You know?
Do you like to perform in front of large audience, like a?
Yeah, I've done huge audiences, but yeah, it's like any size. Look at me. As long as they have a good time, I don't care.
You okay? So, because I
can
know
do
you like
it.
to do crowd work. Is it harder?
It
to
doesn't
do
matter.
in a
No, I
large
can do
audience?
anything. It doesn't matter. Whatever's there, they get a show, and that's it. And you do your hardest to be the guy that they walk out and say, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
care if it's only a few people. I don't care if it's the worst
Exactly.
place. It doesn't
Right.
matter. People are like, "Oh, this place is a shithole." Fuck. Who gives a
It's
fuck?
not
You're
the place;
there.
it's the talent.
It's there.
Right.
You're there to get paid.
I don't care if it's 10 people. I don't care if it's hundreds of people. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't
Give
matter.
100% every
Hey
time.
Bob, remember we did that show during the holidays at this like corporation in Parsippany, and Joe Giudice showed up.
Oh, the guy from
My boy, Teresa.
New
Teresa's
Jersey
husband, yeah.
something.
The guy he's in jail now.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Oh, he was great. And then the guy, I never saw this before. Bob, brings merchandise, and he had like duffel. The guy bought every shirt you had.
He goes, "How many do you think you got there?" I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "I'll buy them all." I said, "You do? That's okay." I said, "I'll give you the fucking duffel bag."
I'll come to your house and lick your wife's cream cheese.
Yeah.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, it was like the guy from Housewives of Jersey.
Yeah. Teresa's husband, yeah.
I've had that happen at corporate shows where a guy buy the whole box of DVDs and give them to everybody in the crowd.
Yeah, see that's what it
That's
is.
nice when it does that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's fun when those when I did the Wall Street thing when Wall Street was jumping, Peasy would send me out there. He would always say, he's like me without the puppet when he couldn't do it. So I'm like him without the puppet. So I go there, and Wall Street they would try. One would tip you $500. The other one would see him tip you $500 and give you $700. Then somebody else would give you $1,000.
Right.
And they go, "Tell me when to stop."
I'm not gonna tell you when to
I
stop.
swear to God, that's when Wall Street was like fucking. Everybody was making a
Right.
fortune there.
Exactly.
They had so much money.
Yeah.
It's like great when they go get there early. You go and have fucking steak and fucking lobster and fucking everything.
Yep.
And it's like amazing. Like people don't realize that,
We had that one time when we did that show in Midtown, and we have this like very, very ritzy corporate gig, and they gave us like filet mignon to take home. It was
Yeah,
in
see, that's-
Manhattan. It was right by the Sirius building. I can't go in there.
Oh no, that was Del Frisco's.
Yes.
Yeah. I did the Del Frisco. There was snow in that.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually did that again for them, and there was another place in Pennsylvania with Gemini, and senators there and that shit. The judge lady, and I was like, "What the fuck? How am I gonna do this?"
They're fun though. They're fun.
Yeah,
They're
I fucking killed them.
They're
I
fun.
think after we left that party, and then we went to Anthony.
Yeah, we went
We
to
were
Anthony Cumia's house.
The Halloween party.
Halloween party. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to go back on their show. I haven't fucking. I just forget.
I find the people that have the more stressful jobs, they're ready to release.
Oh no,
They're ready.
And like the
They're
mob
ready.
was always great to do when it was just men.
Right.
You would fit in. You could say anything to them, they're fucking dying.
Right.
Yeah.
But if their wives are there,
You got to clean up a little bit.
you say one thing bad,
Right.
they want you dead. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was a fact. And it was like they tried because it was like they had two lives. It's
They
like,
do.
When,
Yeah.
when it comes to audiences, I always found it a little difficult to do the police as opposed to the firemen.
I love both firemen.
Police are fine if they're with their girlfriends and wives. If they're by
Firemen are
themselves, they
more
get drunk
like-
out of their
I
ass.
don't know why the cops seem sometimes they're uptight.
No, I love the
No,
fire.
they're fun.
Police are the greatest.
They're fine,
They're
yeah.
great. I've done so many of them. And
Yeah.
I've done so many firemen, policemen. Listen to me. No, but I mean, I've done so many police things.
They're
that
fun,
I
yeah.
love every one. They give you the police cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
They
remember
give you
that
a
guy
ticket.
Dan from up north, and the guy we did
All of them.
the chief of police or so, the guy Joe, he was
Yeah.
the chief of Woodbridge.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, you have all these.
PBAs are great. PBAs and firehouses are all great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing one with I think Jeff Norris and who else is that? Another funny guy too. It's like an amazing show. I forget the guy's name. Italian guy.
I knows it now.
No, but he's from North Jersey.
Clark.
No, Eddie
Mike,
Clark.
Mike Marino?
From North Jersey?
No, it's someone with an M, but
Not Mario Gentile.
no. Is that the Italian skunk
Yep.
whisperer? Yeah, I seen that. He loves
He wanted
that
to
skunk.
kill me. He's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "What?"
No,
It's
it's funny. I mean, I like the sidekicks when they come
I
in.
think it's
He needs a
cute.
squirrel friend. You see, you have to bring it all in.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand
yeah,
what
yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah, it's
I like
cute.
it. I like it. Look at Carlo. You don't like it? What's the matter? You hate when an Italian
Right,
does something
right,
else.
right.
You know how the Italians are? They go, "What the fuck goes on?"
No,
What is he, the
I
whisperer?
think it's funny.
I know
think
Mario.
it's
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You don't like him,
You
do
did a
you?
show with
Yeah, I do.
You're doing that phony. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, it's all right.
I like him. Mario's a good guy. I like
Yeah,
Mario.
I mean, what?
I like that fucking.
Why the hate, Carlo?
I'm not hating. I'm just,
You didn't want.
just not
You want to
enjoying.
get your own skunk? You want to
Yeah.
get your skunk?
I have my own flap.
The flap whisperer.
Oh,
I
my
think
Close your eyes. Tell me what you think.
That is.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
Wow,
What are you gonna do?
So what happened with you two? Nothing? Like something you...
No, I
no,
love
no.
Matt. I've worked with him. I just, I don't know. I
He just did. He just thought that was he gets mad
Yeah,
at me
let's
when I
hear it
watch
from
stupid things.
Carlo. What happened? Why he doesn't like
a
him?
little hacky and not.
Well, how many people are doing a skunk whisper?
No, but I mean, I thought we would.
That's what
kinda-
somebody said. That you eat a guy's ass on stage. That's such a hack bit. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, exactly,
They don't
yeah.
even know what it means.
No, but I mean,
You should see the
like,
grocery aisle.
Wow.
it looks like
It's a gimmick.
I think
but
we
it's
should
fun.
be involved as comedians, and it seems like something that you would have done 30 years ago.
But he's not doing it.
Why is there a
We're
time
eating
factor?
blue
Why is
cheese
there-
out of people's asses.
Why?
You're talking
Material
about being
doesn't get
involved. Stop,
outdated?
Carlo.
What?
Material doesn't get outdated?
No, but it's.
But that's not a material. It's
no,
like
it's
it's a thing.
It's a yeah.
It's a show.
It's not a topic of.
It's
of,
a make believe. It's a skunk.
Right.
That he talks to skunks.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
understand?
like Double G, Joe. Like.
It's not a topical
Being that
subject.
he's
It's like
Italian.
if you look at Pee Wee's Playhouse, it had all, he was
Oh,
in
in that
charge, and then he
context,
had all
okay.
the people around.
Okay.
That's why it'll
In that context, I can
no,
understand.
but it'll
It'll
turn
work.
into that where he'll have more of it'll play around him as a
Right.
leader, and that's what I'm saying.
Like
Right.
lamb chop.
All right. Well, okay. Sherry Lewis, okay.
Yeah.
Or pork chop, the
Right,
woman that got
pork
hit by
chop.
it, that was smacking people with it.
This is applesauce.
I mean,
Yeah,
I got nothing.
she's a beauty.
Oh
I
my
love
God, you see
Mario.
her
I
face?
worked with him plenty of times. We just did a show recently with Uncle Floyd.
Yes. That was for what? Correction officers or probation?
Some kind
One
of
those.
beefsteak. For
It was all men.
I heard
most
that-
of the cop stuff is beefsteaks.
Yeah, that's the best thing. That meat
Yeah.
just fucking melt. Oh my
yeah.
god!
And they build things with the
with
bread.
the bread. Yeah, I like the bread on the meat.
I do too. I eat both. Yeah.
I'm like,
I eat
fuck
both.
this shit.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that when I do is like that. Oh fuck, I can't wait.
Those are great.
April 26th.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Have you been out to Ohio to see Uncle Pete?
No, I got to see him. I think he got mad because somebody hired me after the car accident. I had to work sooner or later,
Right.
Couldn't be in jail the whole time. So I was like, they hired me, and I don't know. They book you in Ohio. Ohio's big.
Yeah.
The funny stuff is
it's
a
long.
great place.
Yeah, but
though.
who knew it was 20 minutes away?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like, what's the big deal? Not everyone's going to leave that
He's a
town.
little temperamental too.
Well, everybody is. Most people are that have clubs.
Most clubs are very territorial.
Yeah, it's fucking unbelievable.
If you work this club, you can't work that one. You do this. You
It's
can't.
like,
They're not
why
gonna-
do I have a problem? If I work here and do great, somebody's going to come here and watch me.
Yeah.
Or they're going to go when
Just as
I
long
come
as you
out.
stagger the dates so they're not right next to each other.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that either, but that's
It's just it's a personal
I don't
thing
know.
in their heads.
I can honestly say I haven't called. I got to call them. I always say I'm going to call this person, and I don't.
right.
Then
Gotta
I
make
gotta-
notes. You gotta write down.
That's what I think.
We always
the
have such
doctor
a
said
great
that.
time. Though,
Write
going
stuff
in.
down.
He said make a
We
list
gotta get out there
and
this
do
summer.
everything.
Without recorded into the phone. Record
No,
it.
but if I don't make a list of every day to
Right.
do this, either do laundry this day, because I start something and then I stop and
You need a
do
short
something
list and a
else.
long list. That's what you need.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I love Josephine. Joe met Pete, and he was making fun of that guy. What was his name? Ed. Oh, I forgot what his name. He was
Ruffalo.
He was on the floor doing something, and Pete's like, "What's this motherfucker doing? Get him off!"
Oh, the funniest thing
Ed
was
Mahoney.
Ed Mahoney. But the funniest thing Pete ever did was the show starts and the guy gets on stage, and this is a weekend,
Right.
and it's like the early show on Friday, and the guy gets on stage and he's like, "What's all this writing on the wall with the chalk? Like that's supposed to look good?" And you hear a fucking mic from the back go, "If you don't like my club, then get the fuck out of it. We don't need you here."
Yeah, he would do that.
Oh, he would.
He's funny.
Oh
yeah.
no, he's
What
hilarious.
nationality is he?
Lebanese.
Lebanese. He's a
Lebanese.
great
Ash.
guy. Great family guy. Just like it's like
Him
when
and
you
his
work
wife,
there.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, you ever see Danny Thomas, Uncle
Yeah.
Tanoose?
Uncle Tanoose, yeah.
That's how he was.
He loved Carlos' ex.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't. Are you kidding me?
Oh, what did he used to call you?
He hated.
He used to call you a woman's
Cindy.
name.
Cindy.
Cindy
Cindy Valero.
Valero. He goes, "You'll see what I did to the. I put it in the paper. Cindy Valero."
I know. He's such a jerk.
It's-
Is this the old Hilarities?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love that. That was a great room.
Now,
Yeah.
now he
Is it
likes.
still the same room?
No, it's totally different, but it's amazing.
It's a great. Yeah, that was an A room back.
he
in the
does
day.
the right thing. He has it on local radio, puts ads in the paper.
Right.
He's really.
That's how every club should do it, and go
Right.
back to that. Go back to that and stop fucking worrying about my
we used to
Facebook and Twitter.
Whenever
Right.
we went there, we used to go into the radio station
Yep.
in the morning. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
She's pretty.
Most of
good
the
at
places
girl.
in the Midwest,
Pretty
Pennsylvania and Midwest, do
Oh,
that.
Angela.
They make you go to the radio stations.
Any comedy club that knows what they're doing does that.
Yeah, you have to.
If you
yeah.
look at any comedy club that you do and that you say is great, I guarantee
They got a
take
morning show
five
that
fucking 3 to 5 newspapers in the area.
Yep.
And
they got you going on a
sometimes
morning
radio.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Going down drive time.
But out here, if you're on if you're in the newspapers, you're doing your job, and
Right.
it's always a good club.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, you're basically like, "Oh, can you put it back on Facebook?" You didn't put it up today, of course,
Oh
because nobody
my
wants to
God.
see it. Fucking idiots.
So you got anything lined up, or you're working on gigs now?
I got stuff. I don't. I just show up now. I don't fucking. You know, look, it's their job. Truthfully, it's time for them to do their fucking job and stop worrying about. You know, I'm there to kill. You're there to get people there. To let people know that I'm there.
Right.
That's it. It's simple.
They want you to do all the work.
Yeah, it's like
they're supposed to promote their own club,
but they don't anymore. They don't, and they complain why it's empty. And why they got to give away tickets? You give away tickets, you'll always give away tickets.
Exactly. Once you get people in the habit of not paying, they ain't paying.
They're not gonna buy a ticket till Friday at 8:30.
Yeah. Right,
you know,
exactly.
because they're waiting for that call for free tickets because they know they're coming.
Yeah. That was the worst thing the clubs ever did.
It is. It's so stupid.
Yep.
You know, we'll just make off the drinks.
Yeah, but the people aren't going to drink like that anymore either.
Yeah, no, you get fucking.
A lot of people don't.
No, they drink 2 drinks, they're done.
Yeah.
You don't get that. You don't get that many drunks anymore.
No, you really don't.
Who could afford it?
That's the point, and they can't afford the ticket either, or they're getting pulled over.
Yeah.
Well, just to go to a club in the city, it's a couple $100.
City, forget.
Yeah,
Just parking.
Dangerfields was like a rape. I remember that.
Beers are $18.
I remember the hamburger was $25, and that was when I worked there a year. I mean, it was me and Rogan there a lot.
And how dirty is that place?
Oh yeah,
that's why they keep it dark.
It still looks like it did in the 80s.
But you know what? Joey D'Onofrio's bringing that place back up.
I don't know about that, but yeah,
He
helping.
is.
He's trying.
Yeah.
He's doing like a lot.
got all
But you know what
his-
it is? Probably he's got a lot of friends.
That's
A lot of people that kiss his ass, and they're
Who
gonna
is
go.
it? Who is it?
Joey D'Onofrio is
He's
an
an
actor
actor.
who just became a comedian, and he literally.
Oh yeah,
like,
tell him
just
I'm going to
started-
become an actor.
Yeah. Right.
I love that people just think they can do this. You know what
They're
I mean?
doing
That's,
it. He's
that
doing it.
is-
But he's got friends.
Yeah, but he's got.
And the
but
novelty is gonna
he
wear
funny?
off
Is he funny? Is he
in my
Skippy
opinion-
from Family Ties funny?
Oh, he's not that good.
In my opinion, he's not.
He's not
Of course
Dustin
he's
Diamond.
not.
funny.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm not in soap operas.
He's a novelty.
Because
right
I
now.
can't.
The club owners don't care if you're funny. They don't care if you're putting ass in the
They
seats.
don't give
They just
a
want ass in the seats. That's
fuck.
all they care about.
Yeah, he's
That's
gonna,
all they care about
he's
is
got
who
his
he
little
is.
core audience, and then eventually the novelty's going to wear off.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why you better get funny fast because
Exactly. Or you better pay someone.
And that's
to get
why
funny
he's
fast.
only a danger.
someone to write you some
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Literally.
Exactly.
But he's like in charge of that now, isn't he?
You only draw for so long. If you don't, you don't keep producing,
No.
you're not going to draw for long.
No.
People see a bad show, they ain't
I
coming
only
back.
work the strip. That's the only one I like.
I used to love the improv, the old improv.
I used to love Caroline. Doing
The old Caroline.
Doing the
Caroline's
late show
great.
and then leaving and making money.
Right.
It was like I
Caroline's
made
paid the
good
best.
money
Yeah.
to fucking do one show and get out of there.
Yeah.
Not $25 a show
Right.
like everyone's running around. I would just go in there, do a show.
Exactly.
I would actually work and then go
Right.
and do that. And I was like, this is great.
Caroline's was a great room.
She's good.
All 3 of them were good rooms.
That's where Vic kind of got famous
Yeah.
from Caroline's.
Vic.
Vic Tibetetto.
Well, he got famous from the video.
From the movie.
The video
No,
did.
he got famous.
I think the movie actually
What got
did.
him like
Vic was-
what got him hot was when after 9/11, they did a Italian slice of
9/11?
comedy
What-
with
what happened?
Goomba Johnny and Angelo LaGreca, like all the Italians. So they had him on. Just literally, he was, I guess, what was he considered?
It's so
teacher?
fun. See, that's one thing that gets me mad. This guy has always been funny.
Right.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
well known.
But no. He was always funny.
Right.
Yeah.
But they needed to say he
A
was
gimmick,
funny.
right.
Somebody to say he was funny
Right.
to be able to make the money that he deserved.
Right.
Right.
That's what I don't understand about this business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This guy has been working clubs,
It's true.
funny as fuck for
Right.
years.
Right.
And it took that little, you know what I mean?
It
It's
bothered
like
him because that video was not even supposed to be up there. His son put it up, and it became viral. 'Cause
That's what did it.
I was friends with Vic before I even met Carlo. That's how I met him.
Okay.
And because of that video, because we did a business together, his business boomed too because everybody wanted to meet him.
Well, that's what it is.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like-
So he was pissed.
It's like, how does something just go from there to like? I could see it if somebody's not funny and they
Right.
all of a sudden that's different. That's like
He was always
it's
funny.
absurd.
Right.
But he was always hilarious. You
Right.
can sit there
Yeah.
dying laughing, and you're like, when is it gonna hit?
Oh my god.
right. He paid
How
his
come
dues.
it never hit?
Yeah.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it hit.
the way it
But
is,
now
yeah.
it hit when he's in his
Right.
50s, late
Right.
50,
I
right?
know.
But
But
it's
thank
still
God he's
good.
enjoying it.
No,
like, you
but
know.
it's.
I always tell
Yeah.
people,
And now he's retired.
being funny doesn't what makes you famous. You get famous, and if you're funny, then you have a long-lasting power.
Yeah.
If you're not funny, you're flash in a pan. You'll be in and out.
Right.
That's it. You know, that's the way it works. But
Yeah, you'll be
as far as
doing-
getting the break goes,
Doing
the
my
break comes
internet
when it
show
comes.
again.
Yeah, the break comes when it comes. You know?
Internet's
You
taking
never know where
over,
it's
so
gonna
that's
come from.
good that you're getting back into the
Yeah,
game,
it's been a while.
I haven't seen you in a while, and I always treasure your friendship. And I
No, that's
appreciate
why when you said, he sees me post one thing about doing a radio show, and he's like, "Well, you're doing everybody's but mine," and I'm like, "Well, no, I'm doing one, but when is yours?" And he goes, "Tomorrow." I was like, "All
See you in a
right."
couple hours.
Yeah. as long as you don't have 18 rock stars calling in, 'cause I just sit there and go, "Wow." I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be nice to other people. When I'm on radio, it's all about me. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't just sit there and go, "So, what was it like touring with Aerosmith?" I don't know how to do it. I want to know.
I hear you.
You just want to have fun. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like
I
Cyndi
agree.
Lauper.
And I'm glad you're doing better, and I hope it continues, and hopefully we can work together again.
Yeah. I'm ready to get out there a lot, and
Absolutely. Well, you're doing something with Code of Vets?
I haven't. I got to start taking care of myself first.
Get a buzz.
I don't have time for a lot of stuff.
Only the engineers were in the room.
It's all right. Stop. It's good.
Hey, is that Bob Vila? We're gonna put a new door in.
That's Ruben. Yeah, he's the one that's been doing the insulation for the last 6 years outside.
I know. It looks like that.
We moved it to another building.
Oh. No, but this is fun, man. I wish this was closer to my house.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be in the building over there. It's a little bit closer.
Oh, okay. It's near the tomato pie place. God, how Italian you gotta be. It's tomato pie.
It's
Just
horrible
don't
pizza.
eat that
Is
fucking.
it?
They put the cheese on first and then the sauce on top.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
eat
all
it.
backwards.
Yeah.
It's not L&B.
Bob, do you
There's
still have your
Ruben.
website?
What?
You still have Rev Bob Levy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just for Carlo, I have the Sawzall on his desk.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, I want my little office.
Office on the corner.
Forget about Jerry. I want my office.
Can you cut the desk in half this way? It feels like it's twice as big.
Yeah, I'll saw the toilet bowl in half for my half-ass brother.
Take a half a dump.
That's why this way when you're shit faced.
There you go.
Well, we're out of time for tonight. I want to thank the Reverend Bob Levy.
What? Oh, don't we have to take a break?
We're taking a long one.
Take a long one till next
No
week.
words tonight.
163-hour break.
No words.
Yeah, I know.
No big words tonight.
How dare you? No
I
words.
dumbed it down.
Wow.
But Dave, what do you uncomfortably funny? Any?
Yeah, and also Jersey Shore Comedy this Saturday down in Bayville. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, okay. Who's on?
At Mike's
next?
Barbecue. Me, No Filter Paul, Johnny Hollywood, and God damn it, I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Piano, come on. Chris Covert.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Chris.
Wow,
Tell Chris I said hi.
It's gonna be a
Good
cool
guy.
show.
Oh, look, Mario just wrote on my thing. Looking good, kid. Because no, he's seen it at the host.
Yeah, tell me I
So
said hi.
just plugged. That says Judy. Just plugged you. Plugged.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Tell me I said hi.
You're a skunk.
Just plugged your skunk? That sounds dirty. Just plugged your skunk.
I've worked with
We were
Mario.
just talking about your smelly thing.
Yeah.
Mario's a sweetheart.
He is.
He is.
He is.
No,
Very
he
nice.
is. He's a nice guy.
I like Mario.
I don't know what Carl has.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing. I love the guy. We've worked
I
together.
I don't know why Carlo hates him.
I
don't hate him.
What, you got something against skunks?
He's got- yeah.
I have a sick sense of humor, so when I laugh at something, you get like mad.
No,
Yeah.
not all the time.
Well, you
It's
don't like
it's too late for the fighting.
Only when it's Mario.
Too late for the
Too
stupid
late.
stuff.
Too late. Fuck.
I can't
Wait,
do that now.
wanna
Wait,
plug
let me
anything?
write back on Facebook. Mario, how come Carl hates you?
Don't start any trouble, you heat merchant.
Hey, if it's on Facebook, it's true.
Yeah, right? Joe, what do you want to plug? Anything?
I'll plug GiselleBella.com. Call me for all your personalized needs.
What do you
You
do?
dream it, I make it.
What is
Jewelry,
it?
crafts, all kinds of
T-shirts,
stuff.
jewelry,
I need a
banners.
thing. I want a thing that goes around my neck, like a neck thing.
Snake?
A
Not
dog
a snake.
collar?
You know, like
A boa?
like a choker.
A choker?
like a thing. Yeah,
Oh,
but a
oh.
nice
leather?
a leather one. Yeah, with
Yeah.
something like.
Spikes.
What do you want?
No,
One of
the
those,
spikes.
What do you
No.
want? One of those cones that the dogs wear?
I wear that already. No, but no, I want the leather
LeBron,
thing.
stop licking his
Yeah,
balls.
I can make
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I want one of them.
That's what I do. You dream it, I make it.
There you go.
Bob, what's the joke you do in your bit about the fat lady? And
I
you go,
don't-
you shouldn't be smoking if you're pregnant.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
She says, I'm not pregnant.
And I said, you don't mind. No, she does that. I don't even remember. I gotta fucking think of it.
He's got that eidetic memory. It's crazy.
You got a little
Yeah.
jellyfish on your cheek.
Oh my god.
Thanks
That's
for
my
coming.
favorite one.
Thanks for coming.
And you and Paul have some things coming
Yeah,
up.
I got a couple of things
Go
coming
ahead.
up. Now, this Saturday I'll be at the Clarion Hotel in Ronkonkoma, Long Island. It's called the Gateway.
Wait.
With Mike Dillon.
Rick Morgan?
No, Rick used to
Mike
book it
Dillon.
years ago. Mike Dillon took it over years ago.
Who's Mike Dillon?
He's the guy who used
The
to
guy
start
from
out as a
Long
comedian
Island.
and became a booker. He books a room. It's his room. It's a good room. A really nice room.
He stole it from Rick.
No, they fired Rick and then he took it over.
I don't understand why they fired me.
Valentine's Day weekend, which is the 15th and the 16th. The 15th, I'm at Howard Johnson's in Tom's River, right near my house.
See, you've been there for years.
Yeah, I go there every couple of months. I go there.
Yeah, Howard Johnson.
Yep.
Tom's River. Get out there, fuckers.
Yeah, and 16th, Carlo and I are doing a show together at the Fiorendo Community Center. We're doing in Cliffwood Beach, New Jersey. We're doing a fundraiser for, what's it called? It's called the fundraiser for the Mattawan Softball Booster Club.
Nice.
That's on the
Fiorendo,
16th.
is that like
The
a suppository?
booster.
Go to comedytornado.com. Everything's on the schedule.
Yeah.
Everything's there.
Well, that was a great show, and once again, I want to thank the Reverend Bob Levy.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
it's
a
great
pleasure.
seeing you
It's
again.
great
man.
seeing you
Love
guys.
seeing
I mean,
you,
this
bro.
is
You know I'm a phone call away anytime.
And we
Well,
have an
If you need
open
it-
The
door.
door's
now
open for you
you're
anytime
saying-
you want. Come
That
on
means
in.
he's stalking you. That's
all right, I'll see you next week.
You're having anytime
Anytime
you
you
want to
wanna
come. And
Tell me
if
you're
you need
promoting
a
anything,
U-Haul,
I'll
you know
call
who to
in.
call.
What?
If you need a U-Haul, you know who to call.
That rhymes.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the hall.
Every time he got to
Don't
work,
forget you bring your ball.
I gotta rent a U-Haul. You gotta move me. I can't drive this truck.
I can't pick anything up. My back.
Anytime you promote anything, come on in or just call in.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever you
no,
want to
this
do.
is fun. Believe me, from being in the house for a year and a half, almost a
You
year.
gotta have cabin fever.
Yeah, I live in a house, not a cabin, but no, it's nice to get out. You know, it really is. You don't, you have no idea.
It's like therapy for us.
Yeah.
Just come out.
No,
Anytime
it's
you're
fun.
welcome. And if you want to do something with these guys, do your show. You always did great with that show. I think you should restart.
You
it.
got to definitely start it again.
No, it's fun, man. I love doing shit like love radio.
Yep. It's
You
a
know?
fun medium.
Yeah.
Especially when there's no censorship.
Gene,
Oh,
what's the guy coming up next? The Ham Radio?
Eddie Finaccio.
Oh, I know him.
Eddie Fanook.
Oh.
Roger Stone.
And
the
DDP.
attorney for Trump.
Oh, yeah?
He has Diamond Dallas Page and Roger Stone. And a comedian. I don't know what his name is.
Oh, okay. Is Eddie Fanook?
Finocchio, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's coming up right after you.
Eddie Fanook. Is that Fanook a curse?
Finocchio?
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
All
got
right.
the Ham Radio Show.
Stay tuned for the Ham Radio
I
Show.
heard of the Ham Radio. Yeah.
We'll
Next
put it on
week,
Rye later.
next week, we'll have Patrick Kilpatrick on, actor. You know him from a lot of the movies.
Like what?
Go ahead.
He was in a lot of movies with Cigar. If you see him, you know him.
If you see him, you know him.
But it's radio.
He's
How
the
would
guy
you see
behind
him?
the guy.
He was always the bad guy in all the
He's
movies.
the bad guy.
But what name of movie then? He was in all the movies. I want to know
hold
which
on.
one.
You know me. I have no
know
idea
him.
what
I
he's
just,
talking about.
you know.
Patrick Swayze. He's dead. I heard him.
Yeah.
Right, he's gone with the
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Who is this
Hold
guy?
on.
Butch Patrick. Heard him.
Is he
was in
alive?
Minority Report.
He did my show and then went into a coke binge
Free
afterwards.
Willy 3,
Yeah, he came to
Under
my house.
Siege 2, The Replacement Killers.
We know who he is. We just no.
Oh, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
Guess
Yeah,
who's
look,
here
I'll
next
show
week,
you.
Paul?
The Irish guy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. He's in a lot of movies.
He's a bad guy most of the time. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, at least you know, because I have no idea.
Ah, I know who that is.
Yeah, I know- I
Montel
know his
Williams. No, I know him. Definitely.
Yeah, that should be a fun interview. He's got a new book out.
What's that?
Funny.
Oh,
Dang.
I don't know. Just bad news. Ozzy Osbourne's in the hospital.
What else is new?
Everything's something to do
Well,
with Cumberland.
I'm surprised he's not dead.
How old
If
is
it
he
was
now?
for Sharon back in the day, he would have been dead.
Sharon.
70. Well, drugs keep him alive. I'd
I mean-
stay on drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really. He's having a hard time singing too. He's not singing too well anymore.
Well, that's what.
He's not even
Retire.
talking.
Stop going out. I mean, come on.
keep
Can
throwing
you
money at
handle
him, he's gonna
that?
keep
Yeah,
doing
but
it.
you can't.
I agree with you.
He's a mess. He can't go out. Just
No,
fucking
he
sit in
can't
the
function.
backyard and fucking watch your dog shit. in the
Sharon!
house. Yeah.
You can't function anymore.
All right, we'll see you all next week.
Yep.
Thank you all for listening. This is the Animal House Radio Show.
Your mother's an animal.